Decline. No. I wish my computer would stop asking me to upgrade to Windows 11. I don't want to upgrade to Windows 11. I'm perfectly happy with my very, very stable Windows 10. You guys get this? Who's on?
I am. I always turn those updates down too, but it hasn't been asking me that lately.
No, I just turned on the computer and all these things are popping up, and then it tries to, oh, hey, you sure? Hey, look at all these 12 slides here, and I'm fine. I'm happy with Windows 10. Just leave me alone.
What Windows are they up to?
They're up to Windows 27.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Isn't 10 from a couple of years ago? Or is that?
Dude, they're not up to Windows 27. Windows 11 is the latest version.
Okay.
Hold on. Do you use a computer?
No. No, I use my phone for everything. I don't even own a computer.
I think that's true.
I have a tablet, iPad.
Yeah.
I have my phone, and I don't have a computer.
Yeah.
You use the computer in here. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, we share a computer for work purposes, but you go come to my house. I have no computers there.
Hey, I hate to be a little bit of a downer, but when we get to this time of the year, I always have my head on a swivel. I always have maybe a slightly enhanced degree of alertness. Does anyone know? So let me ask Roxanne, let me ask Fester, let me ask Froggy. So when I say that when we get to this time of the year, I become maybe a little more aware. There's a certain reason. Is there anything that maybe rings a bell here? Roxanne, you don't have to raise your hand. You're not in third grade. You can just.
The other option is to talk over you while you're talking, like I am right now.
Smart.
No, you just wait for the hole.
So then someone else can jump into the hole.
No, you jump into the hole.
I'm jumping in right now with my hand raised, and I'm going to go ahead and say.
But I want to go in the hole.
Yes,
hold on.
yes, little Roxanne Wilder. Okay, yes, Rox.
Okay, I'm going to guess that it's alligator mating season. Head on a swivel.
That's a good guess, actually.
It's alligator mating season. No, not the answer I'm looking for. No.
Is it alligator mating season?
Let me Google that, but I'm pretty sure it's
Did
April.
you just make that up?
No, I've looked this up before. So if my memory serves me, it is April. Alligator.
Should I turn this music off?
No, it's actually pretty nice.
Now.
Spring, April.
Listen, I was watching an alligator in a lake just yesterday.
Yeah, the courtship rituals start in April, and the mating actually takes place in May and June.
Tell you what I am noticing is when I walk the dogs, a little after 6 p.m., there's still, a good deal of sunlight left. I'll tell you what I notice. I'll tell you what I think it is mating season for. It's birds or certain types of birds, because for the last, week and a half, 2 weeks, I'm seeing these birds that have white stripes. They're like gray birds maybe, and they have white stripes. I don't know, maybe kind of like Adidas stripes. You know the Adidas stripes?
Yeah.
Nice.
They seem to have some kind of white stripes. And man, these birds are flying and chasing each other, and they're dipping and dive bombing, and they're going into tree branches, and they're, getting through places where there's 3 inches of clearance. So when I'm walking the dogs, I'm seeing these birds, which it must be a male and a female, and they are just all over the place. So whatever the hell I don't even know what kind of bird it is, but I've just seen numerous pairs of these birds, and I'm guessing that it's get it on season for birds.
It is.
Are they smaller birds?
No, they're the size of Boeing 737s. They're bird. What do you mean?
Are they smaller?
Just little birds.
Well, they're not like little hummingbirds or anything.
So I typed in gray birds with white stripes, and
that look like Adidas.
Mockingbirds come up.
It's a Run DMC bird.
No, I don't think it's a mockingbird. That says northern mockingbird. I don't know.
Maybe migrating down.
Hey, maybe you're right. I'm sorry. I'm not an ornithologist over here.
Well, my stepdad made me a birdhouse in the backyard, and I have tufted titmouses mating and putting eggs and stuff in there.
We have tufted titmouses in Florida?
It's my favorite bird.
We do. And
just what's your favorite lake?
Lake Titicaca.
Yeah, of course.
Duh.
It's the tufted titmouse in Lake Titicaca. Where is that? Is that in South America?
It is.
Lake Titicaca. So you guys still have no idea
No.
why this time of year is. I'm a little more aware or alert.
No, but we've talked a lot about nature stuff. Are we on the right track?
No,
Okay.
no. Come on, guys. No idea. No, it's the date. Today is the 19th of April. Tomorrow is the 20th April.
Earth Day is this week.
Nah, listen.
Once you start breaking down the dates, are you more aware of the?
Yeah, April 19th, April 20th. Come on, anybody?
Yeah, well, I mean, the annual 420 celebrations will be happening tomorrow.
Well,
I mean,
the reason why I'm a little more aware is we have some kind of like bad anniversary dates. You've got like Waco.
What?
You've got the Oklahoma City bombing.
right.
You have like Hitler's birthday, I believe, is tomorrow, the 20th. Just a lot of crazy crap. And
Columbine. Columbine happened.
Did it?
Columbine.
420.
That's another one. Columbine. So hold on. Why are you in disbelief over here?
I just
Roxanne
never.
is like in disbelief. Oh my God! What are you talking about?
No, I just never put all this together like this. Thanks for putting it together for us.
Hold on. How do you not put it together?
This is the only place in the world where we can go from Lake Titicaca to Hitler's birthday in 2 sentences, boy.
It just, I guess, it seems like a lot of bad stuff happens all
That's
the time.
what I'm saying that wackos like anniversaries. Wackos like to do things on certain dates because they think historically there's some significance. And I'm just saying that every year on the 19th and 20th of April, I just am a little more aware because some bad crap has happened on these dates, these 2 days. Just saying. Waco, Columbine, OKC bombing. Again, some idiots want to symbolize Hitler's birthday, which I think was the 20th of April, right? Isn't that tomorrow? Is Hitler's birthday?
Yeah.
If I'm mistaken. Yeah, look that up. Hitler born, April 20th, 1889. Which that dude should have never been born. You want to talk about mifepristone, man?
So
Too bad that didn't exist. All right, 6:07, just getting rolling on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, it's going to be a crazy show today. All right, hang on. We're back in a minute on the MJ broadcast. Q105, Pat's got traffic. Hello. MJ Morning Show, it's Q105, 619. Let me make sure my clock is calibrated. Oh, this one is like 12 seconds off. Let's fix this. Andrew, the clock's 12 seconds off. It's just going to throw me all off here. All right, welcome, folks. If you're just tuning in, we appreciate you listening. You know, if you're a regular listener to the MJ Morning Show, you've heard me in the last maybe week or so say that we have a big announcement coming. That is correct. I've got a revelation coming here on the MJ Morning Show, and I think that next week will be the time that I will drop the initial important chunks of information. So I haven't decided what day next week, but just kind of heads up, just get on alert. Next week, I will reveal what the big announcement is. I think I can pretty much lay it out. I'm pretty sure that the bulk of the information I can make available. I guess I'm the deciding factor. So I am making that commitment to you. So for the early listeners here on the MJ Morning Show, I think there's something that I'm going to say next week that you're going to be very interested in. And I think that it's not just going to be a segment of the audience. I think it's going to be the whole damn audience. I think everyone is going to be interested in what I have to say and this big announcement. So next week, this is Wednesday, so maybe by the end of the week I'll narrow down what day next week. Like a day and a time, so people can tune in to the specific moment that I'm going to make the big announcement. All right, I have an item here which some might think would be directed to a specific member of the MJ Morning Show, and I just don't want anyone to jump the gun, jump to conclusions. I don't want any feelings hurt. I don't want anything, bent out of shape in here. Or is it targeted to a specific member of the MJ Morning Show? That is the question. I think the headline is going to potentially raise some eyebrows and maybe some glances to a particular person in the room. Are you guys going to say anything, or is this a solo show today?
Actually, this is a riddle. I have no idea what you're talking about once again. It's just so...
You guys are sitting there like you're in a trance, like you're hypnotized.
It could mean anything.
Like crazy bread.
Okay, so anyway.
Wasn't there was there, who did crazy bread?
That was
that Little Caesars?
Little Caesars did.
Pizza.
The original
Hold on. Did I see something where they've stopped doing pizza in their commercials? I thought I read something, and I thought I meant to bring it up, or maybe I had some kind of an Ozempic dream hallucination.
Are you on Ozempic?
I am not, but I do have a story about all kinds of crazy stuff. I am not. Oh, man, I hope that guy that hates when we play the Ozempic jingle, I hope that guy's not listening right now. Why? Because... Ozempic! Yeah, there's a guy that whenever we play the jingle, he yells at me. And he's like, I had to turn the channel. I don't want to hear that. Ozempic. Now, there's like 2 crazy Ozempic deals this morning. And, of course, that was a drug for, like, diabetics. And then folks realize, you take this Ozempic pill, you lose like 25 pounds. I'm sorry, the Ozempic shot, right? Isn't it like an EpiPen jam-in deal?
I think it's a
Humira kind of, little click pen or whatever.
It's an injection, yeah.
Ow. And the deal is there are like a couple of items today where there are some kind of kooky side effects to Ozempic. We'll get to that here in a second.
Okay, what I was thinking when you were going through when you were introducing this topic just a moment ago, I was actually going through a list of all of my vices, because you're like, someone in this room, we're all going to look at that person. And so I hadn't even gotten to Froggy and Fester's vices, but that's what I gather. That's the direction I think you're going. Whatever the subject matter is, it targets something one of us is deficient in, or one of our vices. So I hadn't even gotten through my whole list of vices, and that's why I was just staring into space.
Okay.
On the right track?
Okay.
Oh, God. Mr. Mackey, or Mr. What was his name, Mr. Mackey?
I don't know.
Mr. Mackey, Mr. Garrison.
Mr. Garrison.
I don't remember.
My wife, Michelle, is addicted to South Park. Yeah, whenever...
Still holds up.
And, when you go to Comedy Central, they run just 2 shows. Comedy Central either runs The Office or they run South Park. That's it. That's
Yeah.
the only thing that channel has on.
Most of the time, that's it.
And occasionally Hot Tub Time Machine, the movie, or something
I
like
love
that.
that movie.
I've never seen it. It just seems to be one of the most ridiculous movies ever made.
It's really good. You should watch it.
All right, before I get to the situation where the story might or might not be directed to a specific individual on the MJ Morning Show crew, was I right or wrong? Did I see a story that Little Caesars stopped saying pizza, pizza?
Yeah.
What do you have here? Hold on a minute.
It's from MASH, a website that's done a deep dive on the Little Caesar and their use of the word pizza, pizza.
So are they still using pizza, pizza? Scroll up to the headline. Just scroll up to the top of the story. We finally know why Little Caesars stopped saying pizza, pizza. Is that true?
Well, they used to be. I don't know if you
I
remember
thought
this.
I saw a commercial not too long ago where they went pizza, pizza.
Do you remember when Little Caesars, MJ, would give you 2 pizzas? You'd get one order and it'd be 2 pizzas in one big box.
Oh, so like buy one, get one? Or
whatever the price was, you'd walk out with, it wasn't even a real box.
I
It was
remember
like-
you for a while. You were all thrilled about the 555 pizza. You'd feed your whole family for $5.55.
I think it's going to
unless you inhaled it on the way home.
It went up to $6.66 or something like, or $6.65.
Really? Now it's the pizza of the devil. It's $6.66. Is it really?
Maybe not $6.66.
It's Beelzebub pizza now.
It went up like a buck and a half. But
Satan.
Yeah, they used to have 2 pizzas. I think the pizza were for the 2 pies you'd get for one price.
Is that why they went pizza, pizza?
Now it's just pizza.
Do they still have the funny commercials? Like they had a
Have you
bunch of
seen-
good commercials for a while.
Do they have the Little Caesar character in the corner of the screen going pizza, pizza? Or do they
No.
drop it?
You guys watch
Hold on, this article, does it say, are they saying pizza, pizza still? Or are they not saying pizza, pizza still?
I'm still reading the article. I just got into it. I have to do some research, take it to the MJ Morning Show laboratory.
All right, can you please give me a full update on this in the next, half an hour? Is that all right?
Do we care that much?
I do. I want to
Okay,
know.
all
Are they
right,
still
just-
saying pizza, pizza?
Make sure, okay.
Now, what is the item that may or might not be directed to a member of the MJ Morning Show? I'll just dive right into it. Headline: Americans now spend more on legal weed than chocolate. Say what? Sales of marijuana from dispensaries topped $30 billion in the last year compared to $18 billion spent on chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm staring at Fester.
Yeah, well, listen.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Old Mr. Hershey is like, we should really come out with some weed candy. Because he's missing the boat.
The amount spent by Americans on marijuana has surpassed the amount of money spent on painkillers, craft beer, and chocolate. So last year, over $30 billion spent on legal cannabis in this country.
I was talking to somebody who just moved here from New York, and she said everybody in New York City is high all the time.
It is ridiculous. You walk in New York City, even before it was legalized, you'd walk down the street and you'd pass 19 people in one block that were smoking a joint. It was just brazen. People would just walk down, again, before it was legal for like medical marijuana, for instance, or I'm trying to think, is New York recreational? I'm trying.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, if it's everywhere, yeah.
No, but before any of it was legalized, people, because it just wasn't enforced, you would walk down the street and people would be smoking joints and walking by you, leaving that waft of the scent of burning cannabis. It was like everyone. You'd walk down the street and they didn't care. Even when it was not legalized, you just see people holding joints.
You could blow it right in your face.
Well, but the big complaint, the people that I know that live in Manhattan, for instance, is just the smell of weed is everywhere. And it's like, I don't find it pleasant. I find it an assault on my olfactory senses. I don't like the smell of marijuana. It smells like skunk ass is what it smells like. And then, of course, different types of marijuana have different scents. Some is especially extra skunky. And like I was walking the dogs last night, and again, there's somebody on my walk. I don't know what it's like. They're blowing marijuana smoke out of a leaf blower. I mean, it is. It
There's
is
people that do that.
it is some powerful stuff. And again, last night, about 7 o'clock. I'm walking the dogs, and I walk into a whiff zone, and it's like, oh my God, it's like wall of burning cannabis. It's like, what are they smoking? Where are they? It's like they're next to me, blowing it in my face. But there must be inside. It's coming out of a window, or they're
Probably their teenage son, blowing it out the window.
or they're out back in the yard, or they're sitting on the patio. But it seems multiple times a week when I'm walking the dogs in my South Tampa neighborhood, somebody is burning some really skunky skunk.
You know, I don't smoke pot, but I notice my nose is so tuned into it now. I smell a lot of different varieties. I'll be like, okay, that smells different than that. I mean, like, it's so prevalent that now you can start to pinpoint, like you said, some is like skunkier than certain skunkiness.
So how about that Americans spent more money on legal marijuana last year than on chocolate?
Okay. I was at the beach on Sunday and I saw a guy leaving. He was probably 20 years old. He had the biggest bong I've ever seen.
Hold on, a guy just walking around with a bong on the beach?
Yeah, a bong on the beach.
He's got a beach bong? It's a beach bong.
Well, that's brazen.
And I'm like, are we allowed to do this now?
This was what, Clearwater Beach?
Yeah, Sand Key on Sunday, just strolling down the beach with a big old bong.
Wow, that's outrageous.
Could you describe the size of the bong?
Yeah, what's big ol' in Roxanne's world?
Was he wearing a Billabong t-shirt by any chance?
Right.
And a thong, a billabong and a thong in his bong.
John, Billabong, whatever. How big was it?
I would say it was like from my belly button to the top of my head.
Oh,
well, there we go. That's the measurement system I use.
3-foot bong.
I'm sorry, I don't really have
From my
eyeball.
elbow to my knee.
Yeah, it's the size of 27 of my pinky fingers stacked on top of each other.
That's a good estimate.
Well, thank you, Roxanne.
Roxanne measures a lot of things by finger length.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fester.
What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like how big of a piece of cake she wants.
All right,
How big of
6:31.
a porch she wants.
It is the MJ Morning Show at Q105. Let's get into some morons in the news next. Pretty diverse pile today. I'm chuckling already. I'm already chortling and chuckling here on the MJ Morning Show. Clock setter?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
So give me an odd time that your alarm clock is set for.
4:42.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I like certain numbers.
You're that's right. You're into that kooky numerology stuff. That's right. So no, you just wonder all the people. We're right now it's 6:41. So you wonder about all the people that are not going to be exposed to the MJ Morning Show this morning until their alarm goes off at like 7 o'clock. In 19 minutes from now. All right, early morons in the news. When you think about someone stuck in one of those amusement arcade claw machines, the claw machine where you grab the item,
Yeah, of course.
the stuffed animal or some other item.
They're very, very frustrating.
Yep. When you think,
Especially if you get stuck inside.
I tell you, we stopped at a Denny's. We were on I-95. I think I've told this story before. I think I might have had Michelle on when I told this. We might have told this in the last couple of years. But when Chloe was a little kid, I don't even know if Julian had been born. Maybe he was. Maybe he was like a little bitty infant. And Chloe was fascinated with the claw machines. And we were on a drive. We might have driven, I'm trying to remember when it was. It might have been during one of the hurricanes, and I think we were supposed to take the auto train, but the train was, I think, canceled because of debris on the tracks or something. I'm just trying to remember. But for whatever reason, we found ours, and you find yourself with a large automobile. We found ourselves off of I-95 in the Jacksonville area, and we stopped at a Denny's. I can see the Denny's right now.
In Jacksonville, Denny's is one of the highest rated restaurants.
Yeah, biggest Yelp scores. All right. So, in a lot of Denny's, you walk in and you have the vestibule area. So you walk in and you have like a vestibule. And then you walk into the second set of doors, and then you're in by where the hostess stand is, or the whatever.
Can I tell you, I think it's been 15 years since I've been to a Denny's.
I haven't been to a Denny's. You know what? The last time I was at Denny's might have been with Chloe when she was 3.
I mean, I'm not mad at him or anything.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Denny's.
I just haven't been there in a long time.
You're more a Perkins guy?
Perkins are
that's your place.
all but gone.
You know what?
Right?
It's a long time since I've been to Perkins, Cracker Barrel, Bob Evans, Denny's, or IHOP. It's been a long time since I've been to any of those.
I think Cracker Barrel will be my most recent. I might have went a year or a year and a half ago.
How about Piccadilly Cafeteria?
I wish.
There used to be one was that on Southdale Mabry? What was that?
Used to be
No, that was Morrison's. It was a Morrison's cafeteria. Remember that? Anyway, so Jacksonville, Denny's. We go into the Denny's, and they had that little walk-in, little vestibule area, and they had a claw machine right when you walked in, before you got into the Denny's. And Chloe's like, Daddy, I want this, oh, let's play. And she just wouldn't. And I said, Chloe, these machines are ripoffs. These machines are designed to make it very, very difficult, so you cannot win with these claw machines. You put a lot of money in there. You'll spend, $100 to try to win a $2 stuffed animal. And I said, Chloe, all right, fine, I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to show you how difficult this machine is. And I'm trying to reason with a little bitty Chloe at the time, trying to say, hey, I'm teaching you a lesson right now. This is a learning moment. Daddy's going to show you that you don't dump your money into these claw machines, that they're a gimmick, they're a come on, and these machines are for suckers. So I put the money in the machine.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm like, oh, which one do you want, Chloe? And she picks the biggest freaking toy, biggest stuffed animal in the machine. And she's like, I want that one. Whatever the heck it was. I can't remember. And I put the money in the machine, and I line it up, drop the claw. It grabs the stuffed animal, and we win.
You win.
See?
So
You can win.
I'm trying to make this point that these machines are just utter, complete ripoffs. And I won. So that lesson was a total failure.
That lesson was Dad's lessons don't always
Chloe,
work out.
in the meantime, she spent over $12,000 in these machines.
When you go to a fair, or like an arcade, they want you to lose. But I think a place like Denny's would actually want you to win.
No, they don't. It's the amusement company, the arcade company, whoever's placed this thing. Come on, they're trying to. Those machines are not there to lose money. Those machines are there to make a whole lot of money. Anyway, the point is, the reason why I bring up the claw machine is when you think of those crazy stories where a kid ends up in the machine, where they climbed up through the chute that the prize is delivered through. What do you think of? How old's that kid that ends up in a claw machine?
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
2, 3 years old.
That was my guess, yeah.
4 years old. Then you get the pictures of the kid inside the claw machine.
It's all sad.
His hands on the glass.
They're inside. They're surrounded by the stuffed animals.
So
you want to put a buck in and try to grab their head with the claw.
Didn't we put Dave in one time?
We did put Dave the dwarf in one. However, he didn't fit. We had to drop him in through the top or something.
Yeah.
Right. Or we had to
open
the side or whatever the hell it was. So when you think of kids stuck in claw machines, these are little kids that climb through the hatch, where the prize comes out, which that's just tough for me to understand, even if it's like a 2 or 3 year old. But how about a 13-year-old?
Holy cow.
This is why it's Morons in the News. A teenager up in North Carolina at a theme park had to be rescued from inside the claw game after he climbed in to steal a prize. Incident happened on Sunday at the Crosswinds theme park in Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, when you think of amusement parks and you think of some of the big destinations, Six Flags, Universal, Disney, Busch Gardens.
All right, it's Carowinds.
Is that what it is?
And it's actually a pretty substantial place.
What did I say?
Crosswinds, which makes it sound like a roadside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say
Shaq?
Oh, no, it does say Carowinds.
Carowinds is a pretty big
Oh, it is?
theme park in the Carolinas.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
So I'm from Virginia Beach. I never heard of this place. All right. Well, why did I say Crosswinds? Did I say Crosswinds?
You did.
Yeah.
You made it sound like it was like some like
Rehab
Shaq.
center.
Why the hell did I?
Crosswinds.
Do you need help? Do you have an opioid addiction? We at Crosswinds are here to help you through your very difficult times.
So it works.
Why did I say Crosswinds? In my story, it clearly says Carowinds.
It looks like. I mean, it starts with a C.
Anyway.
But anyway, Carowinds, you don't think of that word off the top of your head. However, it's a pretty substantial amusement park in Charlotte.
A park spokesman said that they were made aware of a 13-year-old male who climbed into the claw machine called the Cosmic XL bonus game. Now, is this like an extra large? I mean, a 13-year-old kid got into the machine and was stuck inside the glass.
Are there no photos?
Officials noted that I didn't see any. Officials noted that the teenager was attempting to steal a prize inside. The game is manufactured by Elaut Group, E-L-A-U-T, headquartered in Belgium, has offices in U.S., Germany, and Spain. Why the hell is this pertinent to the story where their offices are? When the park became aware the teenagers was trapped inside, the medical response team responded, unlocked the machine, and the boy climbed out.
Okay, I have a photo. They blurred out the kid's face.
Yeah, all right, so I didn't see a photo. So Fester's found a photo online of the kid inside the claw machine.
And it's one of those really, really big claw machines. Like, look at the ball is the size of like a globe.
So it's a giant claw machine.
I mean,
but still,
I've seen those big ones.
But how do you get inside? You're 13 years old. How do you get inside this thing?
Yeah, he's like, so what did he, Spider-Man up the glass? And
No, he went in the chute with a prize drop.
That's the only way in.
Oh, you have to go, what?
You go into the chute.
Well, how else do you think you get inside?
Maybe the top's open and he climbs up and goes through the top.
No, that's all locked up and everything.
Well, yeah, it would have to be because the claw's hanging from there.
I mean, usually it's a 2, 3, 4-year-old gets stuck in these machines, and this is a 13-year-old. What a bonehead. What is this idiot thinking? 13 years old? Yeah, take one of these stuffed animals and cram it up his butt is what they ought to do.
Okay, first of all, that's a little extreme for even somebody who's into that stuff. However, now, MJ, this kid initially thought this was a good idea. At what point does he think...
the undeveloped male brain, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
I don't understand why you can't get out. The same way you must lock or something. I don't get it.
The door. That's the door. It's like
reverse.
It's like a pet door. You can reach in to get your stuff, but the stuff can't reach out.
Yeah, kind of like some of the vending machines where it's it sort of has that
angle you can't get in.
Yeah. Anyway, the kid's inside the machine. What a jackwagon. All right, 6:50 at the MJ Morning Show, and you know what? I still have some idiot stories we got to get to, so stand by. Also, there's a little bit of an issue that I have to address this morning. There is clearly a morning show crew issue. There's a situation which I must address, and hey, it could get a little uncomfortable.
There's always a situation around
There
here.
always is a situation. So hang on. We'll deal with the situation coming up on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. So the situation could be a little dicey in here. All right, we'll explain all coming up on the MJ Morning Show. We're back in minutes. Hey. 105, MJ and the crew, 703. And it's time once again for another edition of No, You Cannot Do That. Have we ever done the first edition of No, You Cannot Do That?
I got to say, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It can be so many angles on
this might be a new feature on the show of No, You Cannot Do That. Incidentally, if your alarm clock just went off at 7 o'clock, it is now 7:03, and I will make a big announcement next week. By the end of this week, this is Wednesday, so I have tomorrow and Friday to kind of, tease when next week. So I will have a specific date and time because I'm going to drop some inflammation. That's some inflammation because it's going to be very inflamed. It's going to be very engorged and inflamed. So coming up next week. Now there's a very, I think, important announcement. It's going to affect all of our listeners, and I think you'll be very, very happy. So big announcement is coming next week here on the MJ Morning Show. Stay tuned for further details on specific time and date and back channel and all that crap. All right, now, what was that?
Roxanne's having a sneezing
Are you all right?
fit.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
What's going on?
Dust in the air. The dust in the studio, reacclimating.
In her nose.
Yeah.
So
it's just, I sneezed.
There's dust in the air?
Yeah, I've been out of this studio for a week.
Love is in the air.
Today's Wednesday. You've been here a few days.
Still acclimating.
Who did that song? Dust is in the air.
Love is in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like is that
some lounge act, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Who
was it? That is a good.
Who sang that? Type that in.
Is that a Barry White song?
Type that in. No, it's not Barry White. Type in Love is in the Air. Hold on.
John Paul Young? Is that who you're talking about?
Really?
John Paul Young, Love is in the air?
Love is in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jazzy beat.
Here we go.
Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around.
Well, hang on a second. Roll it back. We got to redo the intro to this. Dust is in the air. Achoo!
So listen,
It's floating all around.
we need.
Yes.
The studio does need a deep cleaning.
Listen, this needs an arson. All right, this studio needs a torching.
All right.
Why can't this studio collapse like that parking garage in Lower Manhattan yesterday?
Why
Oh
can't
no!
it?
I don't want to be in it when it does.
No.
Well,
I mean,
or
listen,
under it.
If we're on the second floor and it's only a 2-story building, I think we'd be okay.
I'd write it
I
down.
feel bad for the law office below us.
Maybe it could happen like toward the end of Gino's shift after business hours. Only Gino's in here.
Oh, man. Hey, did you see that parking garage collapse in New York?
Oh, awful.
A 4-story parking garage in Lower Manhattan, right down from like the World Trade Center, Freedom Tower. So right in that vicinity, if you know Lower Manhattan, if you know FIDI, which is the financial district, like William Street, Ann Street, Nassau Street, in that vicinity. And I worked really close, not too far from there. And in fact, the parking company, it was called Little Man Parking. That was seriously, that was the, by the way, I was taller than the owner, Little Man. So we use several parking companies, Champion Parking, Little Man, and I actually used that company. Their freaking garage collapsed 4 stories, like hundreds of cars. They were like in New York, you know how buildings are all jammed next to each other? They're all like, they butt up against the, so when the parking garage collapsed yesterday, and unfortunately 1 dead, I think there were like 4 injured. All kinds of cars destroyed, smashed. It's crazy stuff. And a woman was in her apartment when the garage collapsed. So an apartment building right adjacent to the park, it ripped her whole wall out.
Oh.
So suddenly she's in her living room and suddenly she's looking outside. It's like Blues Brothers. Hey, this is car 55. We're in a truck. Suddenly she's got no wall. And she's looking out. There's a gaping hole in the wall because when the parking garage collapsed, it ripped the wall out from the adjacent building, and it's her apartment. It's crazy stuff. But the parking garage collapse, sorry to get off on a tangent here, but I saw on the news last night that this place had been cited for structural problems since 2003. This is 2023. You know, you have these old buildings. This is an old garage. You have cracked concrete. I'm guessing this garage was probably built back in the 1940s or 50s.
Probably.
Yeah, you just wonder about all these old buildings and, you know.
They're going to go eventually.
What is the shelf life here? All right, so now we got to do, what did I say the name of the feature was? No, you can't do that.
Right.
All right. No. Hang on, man. Let me add some effects here. No, you can't do that. All right, the first one is, sort of here in the Tampa Bay area, Northport. We have listeners down in Northport. I know that I get email. I get, people call us. Remember, we had a story from Northport. We were looking for people from Northport, like a year ago, and the phones lit up. So, 2 men arrested after stealing 200 gallons of water from a Northport fire hydrant. No, you can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's not your water. You're stealing water from the municipal water supply. You're not taking metered water where you're paying for it. So you've seen those trucks or pickup trucks where they have like the big white plastic water.
Yeah, the big square.
Yeah.
I've seen like mobile detailers have that kind of stuff.
Mobile detail or pressure washers.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I need a good pressure washer.
Didn't you buy one for $650
No.
a year ago?
I have one for you.
First of all, hold on a minute. First of all, I bought a pressure washer for $450 on sale from Tractor Supply, and I love it.
Okay.
But I've got a big job. I need to pressure wash my entire house. And, stone and driveway. I need to do the whole house. And, I have 3 quotes so far. And I'm just kind of putting it together, but I need a real. And listen, I don't need like just some guy with a Simpson in the back of his pickup truck. I need like the soft pressure washing, the chemical treatments. I need a really good pressure washer.
Why don't you
love mine.
Have me and Froggy come over, bring a couple of beers.
Does your guy show up with just a pickup truck and a hose?
I think so, but he's really good. I love him.
All right, well,
Josh. So
yeah.
I'll get you his number.
Well, I need like
Josh.
He has a Ryobi.
I need a serious pressure washing company.
No, you need Josh.
Josh
No.
will do it.
Yeah, you definitely.
Josh has a Tacoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see,
And,
my job's a little more than a sidewalk. All right, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. So
Josh will do it fine. It'll take him 8 months.
But
The drawbridge needs a little work.
Please, I don't have a drawbridge. Stop. So at a Northport, 2 men were busted. They were stealing water out of a city of Northport fire hydrant, filling up one of those big water tanks in the back of a pickup truck.
I'm not sure if I think that's terribly illegal.
Did you know that it is illegal? Hold on,
water?
The name of the segment is No, You Can't Do That.
It should be called Maybe You Should Be Able to Do
No,
That.
you should not be able to just go to a fire hydrant and rip off hundreds of gallons. Why don't you fill up your pool with water from a fire hydrant so it doesn't go through your water meter? That would be a Fester deal. Fester's going to hook up a hose to a fire. He'll have some hose like 300 feet down the street and Fester's filling up his pool.
I didn't think about that until you just said it. It's brilliant.
My God.
And
Now I'm giving him ideas.
It's only 200 gallons of water, not a ton of
Come
water.
on. 200 gallons is nothing.
Seriously.
Well, guess what? The Northport Police SET team, they went into action.
Oh, God.
You know what the SET team is? The Northport Police, they have the SET team. The SET team is the special enforcement team.
Oh, great.
They were out on protective patrol. This is a proactive protective patrol where they're looking for things.
In Northport.
And they stumbled across a vehicle filling up this big tank in the back of their truck from a Northport fire hydrant.
There's some real great investigation there, SET team.
He's not going to have any
Don't
worries.
disparage the Northport Police Department SET team, Fester.
I'm on the SET team. I got a patch.
Yeah, so they stumbled across David Lopez Zamata and Yuri Rivero Peraza, and they were not authorized to unscrew a fire hydrant and steal water.
Okay, what if you were unscrewing the fire hydrant to put out a fire?
Well, that's different than
for.
No, but I mean, what
Right?
if you wouldn't get in trouble for that, even if you were not
But you're
a firefighter.
But you're stealing water, so you don't have to pay for it through like normal means through a water meter. Is what the deal is here. No, you can't do that.
Leave Ramada and Peraza alone.
Yeah, they had pumped about 200 gallons of water before they were caught. And here's the deal. They could have stolen more water, but the Northport Police SET team stumbled across them ripping off the water.
Chief, Good news. We stopped them at only 200 gallons. They could have stolen 320.
They were arrested. Listen to this. This is important. They were arrested for interfering with firefighter equipment. That's a felony, and theft of utilities. So these guys are in trouble. No, you can't do that. And then finally here, officials down in Fort Myers. I got two, local, West Coast stories here in Florida. Fort Myers Beach officials are saying that looters were caught stealing sand that was trucked in to rebuild the beaches that were eroded because of Hurricane Ian.
What? How much sand could they have possibly stolen?
They backed up trucks. They're ripping off sand. You can't do that. Don't steal the water. Don't steal the sand. Very Florida stories, though.
I mean, between the two of them, they make their own beach.
Yeah, right. That's
Hey,
what I'm thinking.
Next, we start an hour, 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. 1 hour, 20 minutes of nonstop MJ morning show, including something a little uncomfortable that I have to address with the crew and a whole lot more next. Don't miss this. All next, MJ Morning Show here on Q105. is 7:25, and right now we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. No commercials, no music, nothing but MJ Morning Show award-winning content starting right now. Also, remember, when you finish your drive, if you listen to us in the car, make sure you continue to listen when you get to work. You don't have to stop. Just because, you think you're in your car and you get out of the car, you turn the car off, radio goes off. No. Remember, your phone. Your smartphone is a radio. So make sure you have the Odyssey app, the TuneIn app, the iHeart app, or just use the MyQ105 app. You can download that from your app store. Now, all of these apps, they're all free, and you can continue listening to the show on your phone. It is easy. You download the app, and then just do a search for Q105 Tampa Bay, and boom. You just continue listening on your phone. Get to the office. Or, hey, your laptop, your desktop at the office. Just go to mjmorningshow.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a big red Listen Live button. Click on that, and then we're coming out of your computer speakers. Simple as that. Or smart speakers, just, listen to us on that. And then remember, Operation MJ9. Make sure you listen to us in the 9 o'clock hour every day from 9 to 10 because, man, the show is just packed. So imagine if you love what you hear when you're listening, imagine what you're missing.
I like missing as a better word.
That could be a new word, missing.
Imagine what you're missing.
You're missing out on a lot.
There is something I need to address, which could be a little uncomfortable. Things could get a little icky, sticky here in the studio. So I will address that momentarily. We have, I believe, a situation amongst, I would seem to think a certain individual on the show. And I find this offensive. I find this very insulting, very offensive, and I'm very upset about this. So hang on, I'll address that in just a second.
Okay.
Did you see the White House incursion yesterday?
Define incursion.
Warning, intruder. Do you know the word intruder? Is that something in your vocabulary, Froggy?
Did you say incursion?
I said incursion.
Well, no, you mean intrusion.
No. Incursion is a word as well.
There could be multiple words in the dictionary that mean similar things.
So intrusion is another word.
Interesting.
We had an infiltration, an intrusion. There was an incursion. Did you see somebody broke into the White House grounds yesterday?
Did they shoot him on sight?
Well, you know what? They're lucky. This is insane.
How close do you have to get to the White House before they just,
Oh, they'll take you down.
Maybe shoot you right there.
That's happened.
I know.
That has happened. We've had
a couple of years ago, right?
I think someone got shot, plus people get tackled.
Yeah.
Wasn't somebody shooting outside the fence?
Yeah, well, remember that they added height to the fence. They had a whole retro project. They raised the height of the White House fence to 13 feet in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Remember, the White House fencing was a lot lower, but we had an intruder. Warning, intruder. So even with the new fence, a toddler slipped through.
A kid?
Say what? No, a terror midget.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, a toddler. What do you think a toddler is?
Dude, I see these videos. They raise them young, man. I don't know. It could be a little terrorist kid.
A little terrorist midget.
Yeah, I've seen this before. Hey, man, they'll never catch us.
So this is insane. A small boy was able to push his body through the bars. Are you kidding me? There was a major breach at the White House yesterday as a young boy was able to slip between the bars. What does this kid have, a little walnut head? How was he able to get through the bars?
I'm looking at the kid right now.
I'm looking at the kid being held by the Secret Service police.
Is he a little thin kid?
Yeah, he's a little boy.
He's tiny.
Is he 2, 3?
The kid might be the size of an American Doll girl.
He's not.
American Girl doll. Yeah, reverse that.
Yeah.
We know what you mean.
He's definitely got a future in magic. He could be the one in the box contorting himself.
Yeah, he's got a future as a contortionist, exactly.
Or a thief. Broke into the White House?
This kid's going to be in Ocean's 15. Is what
I think Ocean's 15 came out 3 years ago.
What are they up to? I
37.
can't. The only one I've ever seen was Ocean's 11.
It's good.
The first one?
I saw the first one, and I've seen nothing since
The
then.
first 3 are good.
Oh my God! Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12,
And 13.
Ocean's. What are they up to? Seriously,
I don't know.
don't just make it up, Froggy. Do you know?
No,
All right.
I didn't watch that.
Anyway,
movie.
We're trying to
so
make jokes.
the Secret Service police, they had to run and grab the kid, and then they had to hand the kid back to the parents who were on the other side of the fence. How effective is the... All right, so the fencing at the White House might be 13 feet high, but should anybody, even a small kid, be able to shimmy between the bars?
No, because that means that they can hire a midget.
Like
to
I
do
said,
something.
that's what I said. I said terror midget,
Terror dwarf.
a terror dwarf.
Don't put down Shorty.
What? I didn't say anything about Shorty Shane. Well, you know what?
How
That might be a good video for him.
Oh,
Shorty
that's
Shane try to squeeze through the bars at the White House.
I don't know about
That
that
is
one.
quite an idea.
Let's do that one. You want hits?
I don't know,
I got
man.
your hits. You'll get hit by 3 Secret Service agents tackling you to the ground and smashing your face into the mud.
All right, is there a report on how far apart the bars are at
Yes.
the White House?
So what happened was, I did see this. I think I saw that the bars are now like 5.5 inches apart.
That seems reasonable.
Right. But the new fencing added an inch extra space between the bars. So the White House fence is now 13 feet high, but with the new fencing, they've widened the distance between the bars. I guess it used to be 4.5 inches. Now it's 5.5 inches. So obviously that's too much.
Yeah, to keep out a 3-year-old,
Yeah.
5.5 inches is a pretty tight space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It keeps out almost everybody except for children.
So the parents were questioned. They were detained for just a little bit. So they had to interview the parents. Parents were interrogated for a few minutes. They were just trying to make sure that it wasn't a terror dwarf. So
We're just visiting from out of town. The kid got away from us. We're sorry.
the kid was screaming nasty things about Joe Biden as he squeezed through the fence. No, nothing like that. But can you imagine you're a parent and suddenly your kid is on the other side of the fence walking across the White House lawn? Can you imagine? You're wondering, oh my God, are there like electronic laser guns that are about to go, you know?
Seriously.
Yeah.
How far does somebody need to get before?
There has to be a certain mark where
Honestly, there's got to be like a tripwire before like the sniper just stands up and.
Would you rather your kid go through that, go through the White House enclosure, or an animal enclosure at a zoo? What would be more dangerous?
That's true.
Well, it depends on the animal.
Kid wanders into the lion cage or something.
Depends if the
Apparently,
sharpshooter's taking a coffee break.
Yeah.
apparently the kid was Canadian. Well, that explains it.
Oh.
Crazy
it's like he's
Canuck.
crossing the DMZ line.
Yeah.
Against all threats, foreign and domestic.
So it was a Canadian visitor.
I don't feel so bad now.
Typical.
You ever been in a American prison, Joey? Moving along. Should I deal with this uncomfortable situation? I think I shall.
Okay.
Does anyone have any idea where this is? Froggy does. Froggy, did you know what I was leading up to here?
I have an idea.
Yeah. No. I mean, Froggy, you should know. You should know what I'm about to
Well,
address.
I know.
All right.
Is it involving Froggy?
No, it's the thing that you sent me yesterday.
Yes, I know what you're.
All right.
I know exactly.
So
what
there
you're
are many
talking
things
about.
that we will deal with on today's show, but this one is one that I think you're aware of.
Yes.
So
filled you
Froggy,
in.
yeah, Froggy is not part of the anger direction here.
Yes. Finally.
So do you remember everybody? Just a couple of days ago, we got another series of MJ Morning Show mystery merch.
Yeah, we got all the hot sauces.
Yeah, we're not even really promoting it anymore. Hey, was it Suko? Like, for instance, we got a whole case of sriracha and chopsticks from
Zuko-san?
Zuko. Yeah,
Zuki?
Yeah, bring it up. They got a couple locations, and I think Ferdinand. We talked to him. Remember, was it Leonard Fournette left $1,000 tip at the sushi bar?
Yeah.
Was it that much? I feel like it keeps getting more.
No, it was $1,000
Was it
bucks.
really? Wow.
And it was up at the Wesley Chapel location. It was on It was on 56 in Wesley Chapel. And it was it
Zuku-san.
Zuku-san. Z-U. So the owner of that, he sent a whole case of sriracha, because I was saying like last week or so that sriracha is impossible to find, that all the supermarkets, the sriracha is sold out. There's a supply issue. And Zuku-san Sushi sent me a case of 12 bottles of sriracha sauce and a whole bunch of chopsticks. And so thanks. But with it was also the same day.
Yeah.
The same day we opened up that, we got a box with 4 circular tubes in there. And it turns out that for mystery merch, somebody sent us maps. And it was a map that was like the best diving locations on the planet. One map was the best fishing spots on Earth. One was the bucket list map, things to do before you die. Then there was another, like a kid's geography
Children's
map.
Yeah.
So clearly it was a map for each of us. I was obviously scuba diving because I'm the scuba diver of the bunch. Froggy's the fisherman. So then we had to figure out which one Fester got, which one Roxanne got. But then it turns out that it was my daughter. It was Chloe that sent this mystery merch. I noticed the return address was from the Netherlands. Chloe's boyfriend, I don't know, they're on again, off again, whatever the story
What's
is.
his name, like Hans or something?
I forgot. So anyway, Chloe had gone to visit him in the Netherlands, and so Chloe was there, and I kind of looked at the return address, and I wondered if it was Chloe's boyfriend that had sent the maps, but it turns out it was Chloe, and these were nice maps. They were shipped from the Netherlands. And I passed them out to the crew, and, well, guess what? A couple of days later here, we have a situation.
First, I want to say, before you get to the situation, your daughter is a great gift giver. So she must have gotten that gene from her mother.
Oh, are you making a disparaging comment that it would be impossible for her to get that gene from me and because I'm not a good gift giver?
Absolutely. I'm making a positive comment toward your wife.
It sounds like you're making a negative comment toward me.
Yeah, a positive comment toward Michelle.
Yeah.
It does sound like a backhanded
It
compliment
does,
to
yeah.
MJ. Yeah.
No, it's not a backhanded compliment. It's a non-compliment.
I see you all the time in your trophy husband shirt. I hear of cute little stories, Michelle giving gifts.
Yep.
I don't know what the reciprocation is on your end. I don't hear about that as much.
Hello.
Maybe she got it from you. I don't know.
He has reciprocation. Don't you worry.
Froggy, would you like to tell me what you found yesterday?
Well, I decided yesterday.
By the way, the guilty party ought to know what the hell is about to happen
we've
here.
narrowed it down. It's not Andrew.
Yeah.
It's not Andrew.
Yesterday, after the show,
Not yet.
my truck is very messy and disgusting. And I had to pick up a coworker after the show, so I decided to clean out some of my truck of the garbage.
Your truck is like a code violation.
It's a trash can.
Yep.
And so I pulled my car around to my favorite dumpster to dump stuff.
Yeah, Froggy, by the way, just dumps. Froggy and Fester use.
We have an office park dumpster here.
They bring appliances. They bring furniture.
Oh, I've dumped half my old stuff here.
Dude,
my
last
couch.
week I missed trash day at my house. I was like, no big deal. I put 2 bags in the back of the caddy and dumped them back here.
I put a bed frame and
Yeah.
I'm back there.
Illegal.
So
It's a dumpster. It's right there.
Yeah.
So Froggy goes to
Roxanne.
clean out his truck yesterday, and then Froggy calls me and says, "Dude, I'm sending you pictures right now. You're not going to..." Fester knows exactly what's about to happen here.
Stupid.
No, it's not stupid.
It's stupid.
You know exactly what's about to
I
happen.
do.
So who do you think is going to be the subject of my wrath?
Yeah, probably Froggy for A, being
No.
a narc.
So
No, listen. This did make me kind of a rat, but
Froggy calls me and it's like, "Dude, you're not going to believe what I just saw. Check your phone. I'm sending you pictures right now." So Froggy sends me texts.
You son of a bitch.
And the map that I gave Fester, which turns out was a mystery merch gift from Chloe, my daughter, Fester threw the map in the dumpster.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Hold on. Well, yes.
Hang on. There's more. And then I started putting 2 and 2 together. Fester yesterday after the show. So we had just shut things down. It was like, "Hey, folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. It's the MJ Morning Show. Let's be careful." I got the Apache music playing, as we say goodbye. We end the show with this every day, the famous Apache which has inspired half of the rap songs out there. Great track. And then, of course, I say, hey, let's be careful out there, folks. I hit the... And then the show's over. When you hear that, show's over. But not now. We're still on. So Fester, right when we go to commercial break, is like, hey, do you still need that chair? Remember, I brought in the chair that we got from Wayfair that collapsed and threw me on the floor?
Right.
So I brought in the chair.
And then the day after we were done with it, you're like, hey, keep that chair in the office. And I took it and I put it in our office.
Just in case Wayfair wants to come back at me, with some litigation or something,
Save that.
Yeah, like a Fox News trial with Dominion voting systems or something.
We're going to need that evidence.
So I hold on to that chair. So Fester to me says yesterday, he says, hey, can I throw that chair away? Because it's in the office, and our office is like a dumpster.
It's in pieces.
Right. So
we have a broken chair where we're stepping around every day.
I said, yeah, Fester, fine. Throw the chair away. So apparently Fester throws the chair on the way out yesterday. Fester throws the chair in the dumpster, but he threw something else away. Fester threw away the considerate, thoughtful gift that Chloe bought us all through mystery merch. Froggy goes to empty out his dumpster truck and, clean out his vehicle, and he looks in and he sees the tube, the map that I gave Fester that Chloe sent in as mystery merch, and you threw the map away.
Just sitting there right next to a broken chair.
Yes.
The broken chair's in the dumpster, then there's the map. And Froggy, how long did it, when you looked in?
I was quite shocked when I saw it, because I was like, that looks familiar.
Hold on. Was there like 2 or 3 seconds? I'm like, wait a sec, what? Huh?
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute.
Is that the map? Yeah.
It was just laying there.
The map.
So, hold on.
It's the map.
Did you see the chair there also,
Yes,
Froggy?
I saw the chair.
Right. So we are
Froggy took pictures. I have the pictures.
Great.
I sent them to Andrew.
Well, I had to pick it
Yeah,
up to see
and
whose it was.
You know what, Fester? I would have kept it because I have to tell you,
So what?
you got originally,
pretty
you
rude.
got the bucket list.
Okay.
No, you got the kids map. I got the bucket list
it was
map.
supposed to be switched.
And
Big
then I
deal.
got a call. You need to bring your map back because you were supposed to get kids map, and I actually liked the bucket list
Who
map.
cares? I got a
Why-
bucket for you.
Why
Well,
would
yeah, you put the bucket map in the trash bucket, and
Why
that's not
would
where
you-
it
yeah.
was supposed to go.
Why would you throw away
First
a
of all-
thoughtful gift? That, first of all, the
Chloe
map.
would be so offended.
Well, I'm sure she is a fan. I would call her now, but she's, I think, leaving Munich, Germany. Let me check the Life 360. Let me see where the hell she is.
First of all-
She might be at the Munich airport right now.
You
Yeah.
make sure she's not at the Munich airport.
Chloe is driving near Feldmonking.
If she's driving, give her a call then, because she can probably pick up.
Hold on, she's going 0 miles an hour.
Oh.
Why don't you tell her what you did?
Oh, she's
I'll
on a she's on a train right now.
I'll tell anybody what I did. Listen, I threw it away because it is a very thoughtful gift.
Hey, I threw it away because it's a very thoughtful gift. That makes no sense.
It makes all the sense in the
It
world.
makes no sense. This was a great gift for your kids to be able to go over the map with them. It's a colorful, nice map.
It's a piece of art, really.
Which one did you had the bucket
I
list
had the
one?
bucket
right?
list one, right? It's very okay. Good. Okay.
It was like the bucket list, things to do before you die, and it's like all kinds of great things all over the world on this map.
Yeah, real nice
Which
map.
would be a great thing to talk about with your kids. And you throw the damn thing in the dumpster, and Froggy stumbles across it as he's cleaning out his heap, as he's cleaning out his car.
Let's not bring my truck
All
into
right, I'm
this.
sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Froggy's truck. He's innocent in all of
All right,
this.
all right, Andrew, our producer. Did you get the pictures online?
The pictures are on the Stories You Talked About page. There's a small gallery there of those
All right,
pictures.
If you want to see the pictures that Froggy took of the map, the gift from Chloe, the mystery merch gift from my daughter, shipped all the way from the Netherlands. If you want to see the pictures of the map in the dumpster sitting on top of the chair that he threw away here in the office park, go to mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com.
Oh.
And it is in Stories Mentioned. And Froggy's got like the picture looking down into the dumpster. There's trash bags, the chair that was thrown away, and then there's the canister, the tube that has this nice, thoughtful map. This novelty map.
Did you want the other one that you traded, or what?
I didn't want any of them.
Oh, my God.
What is wrong with you?
Why are you so mean?
Why are you? You're just a mean. You're an ogre. You're an ogre.
It's my gift. I can do whatever I want with
Of
it.
all things to throw away, a gift from MJ's kid.
That's what I meant.
Which is
It's my
good.
map.
Which is
Yeah.
good for your kids. And
Yeah, it's
my
a fun thing.
It's
my
Look,
Froggy just said something important.
What?
Of all things to throw away, a gift from MJ's kid.
And it's not like she's 3 years old and she drew a map for you. If my kid drew a map for you and you threw it in the trash, I wouldn't be totally offended.
All right, let's
she
go.
bought that.
How much was that thing?
I don't know. I should
It could
call
be
Chloe.
$50.
You know what? Quickly, let's go around the horn here. Let's go around the rude horn.
Do I get a vote?
Roxanne, rude?
Rude. If you want to
Yes.
dispose of it, you should have done it more surreptitiously.
Me, rude. Froggy, rude.
Very rude.
Andrew, rude.
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 I don't get a vote.
Rude.
I'm saying not rude. It's your gift, my gift.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want
Yeah,
with it.
this segment brought to you by Rude Air Conditioners.
Great.
Rude. Rude.
I mean, you're throwing. I would imagine that thing wasn't $12. I mean, it's a nice
Okay,
piece.
thank you very much.
Rude.
You can do whatever you want with the gift that you get. I wasn't going to use it. And I'm like, I can't exactly return it. You couldn't take it back, like the TJ Maxx or something. So I was like, I'm never going to use it.
Andrew, our producer, is trying to get a word in edgewise.
Please, Andrew.
Okay, there was a very thoughtful gift from Chloe, but who paid for it?
Well,
Well,
eventually.
I already brought that up.
Yeah.
I obviously went on my credit card.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
I ended up paying for mystery merch.
Worse for who?
Hang on, let me see where Chloe is. Chloe is in Munich, and she's heading back to Scotland today. She went to visit a friend in Munich. She had a couple of days off.
So basically-
okay. Hang on. She's on a train right now.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Does she need a map?
I'm on a train.
Oh no, hold on. She's at the. Hold on. Yep, she's still on a train.
Okay.
All right, let me call Chloe right now.
She's gonna be upset.
She's on a train in Munich, Germany.
It's my map. I can do whatever I want with it.
You know what? You are rude.
I'm in a big season of office declutter.
You have been decluttering a lot.
I
It looks
have been,
good.
and now the office is back to being super cluttered with all this MJ mystery merch stuff that's in it. We're about to have the MJ Morning Show flea market. I'm gonna put all the stuff in the hallway, let everybody take
Fire
it.
sale.
I don't know if Chloe's going to pick up. She's, I think, on the way to the airport in Munich.
My kids love the fishing map, by the way. They think it's very cool.
Great.
Is this thing going to ring, or was our yelling interfering with the touch tones? Oh, here we go.
There you go.
All right. We're calling Chloe in Munich.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Chloe, are you on a train right now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I checked Life 360. Are you on your way to the Munich airport to fly back to Scotland right now?
Yeah, did you see my miles per hour? Was I traveling at high speeds?
Right now it says 0. Are you stopped at a station, or are you moving?
I was just at a station and moving now.
Okay, yeah. I see
Okay.
I see you're on the tracks.
We know how Life 360 works. You guys can do this.
Faster.
I mean,
Dude, you are
why are
rude.
we even bothering Chloe?
Well, because Chloe needs to know. Hey, Chloe, are you listening to the show by any chance?
I'm not, no.
All right.
Good.
Well, you'll hear this later on the podcast because I know you listen.
Yeah.
You know the thoughtful mystery merch gift that you sent from the Netherlands that obviously I paid for with my credit card, but you sent maps for each member of the show?
Thank you, Chloe. I love mine.
Yeah, thank you, Chloe.
I
Very thoughtful.
love my dive map. It's in my office. Roxanne?
I love my map. I sent you an IG message about it. My kids loved it.
I just saw it.
Okay, and I'm gonna send you a video
I'll
too.
respond, though.
Well, let's see.
I'll respond, Rox.
I'm thanking you. Roxanne's thanking you. Froggy's thanking you.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you very much. It was really
Yeah.
thoughtful.
Yeah. Hey, Chloe, guess where the map that you sent Fester, guess where that was just found yesterday?
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, where?
In the dumpster behind the building.
Are you serious?
Chloe, I'm just not a map person.
Fester.
It was for your children.
That's
It was
terrible.
for your kids,
Oh, my
you
God.
schmuck.
I mean, you give my kids a bucket list map?
You schmuck.
Chloe, thanks a lot. But, it's kind of cluttery. And I'm like, I'm not going to read this map. I'm not
Fester,
So-
Jesus.
It's a small
Mary and
print. They need a
Joseph.
magnifying glass.
What's the matter
Froggy.
with you?
Listen to this.
Is it the most current map with disputed borders?
All right.
I don't know.
All right, so, Chloe, Froggy was cleaning out his truck behind our building and using the office park dumpster. And as he's throwing stuff in, he looks in and sees the map was discarded in the dumpster. And it turned out that yesterday Fester said, hey, your broken chair from Wayfair that collapsed on you, can I throw that away? Because we had it in the office. So I said, yeah, throw it away. So when Fester threw the chair remnants away, he threw your map away as well. How rude is that?
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
You can call him a large rude man.
Chloe, you have to know. I only went out there to throw the chair away, and then I went back to the car, and I'm like, oh, here's the map. I'm not going to use this either. And I went back and I chucked it in there.
By the way, Roxanne, you just reminded me of the jingle we have. We haven't played this in a while.
Which one?
People say Fester is a large, rude man.
What?
Yes, that is correct.
People say Fester is a large, rude man.
No way! This is hey, it was my gift. You can do whatever you want with it. Once it's in my possession, I can do it.
Chloe, are you hurt by this? I mean, does it like make you sad? I mean, are you hurt?
Chloe said she was speechless.
That jingle just took the words right out of my mouth.
Chloe, when somebody gives you a gift, okay, am I awful for shredding Christmas cards like 2 days after I get them?
People say Fester is a large, rude man.
You can do whatever you want with it.
It's awful. Absolutely awful. All right.
Your kids would have liked it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was for your kids.
It was for your kids.
My kid would use it as a placemat for his Captain Crunch.
Why wouldn't you bring it home and like turn it into an education? Hey, kids, let's go over the map. How about you expose your kids to some cartology?
Yeah.
What are you
No
laughing at?
cartology in my house.
Well, it's in my truck, so
You still have it?
yes.
Good.
And I'm not giving it to you.
So Froggy, you did retrieve it from the dumpster.
Look, Andrew wants
You
it.
did you pull it out of the dumpster?
Yes.
Good,
Yeah.
you put it back.
So Froggy,
Bastards, dude.
what is wrong with you? My
You are so
People
mean.
say Fester is a large, rude man.
How am I me? Am I the bad guy in all this?
You're the bad guy.
I'm not.
Bad
You're the
guy.
number
It's
one.
my gift.
You're the number one
I'm
bad
sure.
guy.
You're like Jeffrey
I'm sure
Dahmer.
Froggy
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chloe.
I'm sure that Froggy's kids, Max and Luke, will appreciate it 10 times more than Fester would ever appreciate it.
I wish you would have asked for it. I would have given it to him. But I'm sitting there throwing stuff away. I'm decluttering the office, getting rid of this broken chair that I had to house for a month. And I'm like, oh yeah, and the map. Whoop, and it goes.
What a declutter. What a minimalist you are.
By the way, Chloe, it says that you're moving near Oberscheibrim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's sad.
Hey, how far away from the Munich airport are you?
Maybe about 10 minutes.
Hey, did you go to drugstores to try to find my low bob German edition of contact lens cleaner?
I texted you, and then I even did research, and I simply don't think that they distribute it anymore.
Though they do, I could order it from Amazon Germany. Yeah, I wear rigid gas permeable lenses. I wear RGPs, and the solution by Low Bob Labs that I bought for like 30 years, they suddenly stopped making it like 3 years ago. So I'm like about to run out of my supply, and the other stuff on the market sucks. And then we found out that it was available on Amazon Germany in like German labeling.
Right.
So Chloe's in Germany. I'm like, please go to a drugstore and see if you can find my Low Bob.
Well, give me the other ones you have, and I'll throw them away for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I'll put them right in the dumpster.
Why are you holding up your phone, Fester?
I got like 480 texts in the last minute.
Yeah, and they're all saying rude.
Text Fester what you think. 813-310-8444.
Exactly. Why don't you text Fester and tell him how rude it was to throw away the kids map that Chloe sent for mystery merch?
Fester, I love you. Fester, you were wrong. Get
Put
him,
on the
Fester.
sounder. I want to hear
You're
it.
an idiot, Fester.
What sounder?
The text when they come in.
Yeah. Hey, text.
Nobody needs.
all right,
Don't text
folks,
me now.
No, you deserve it.
Turn your thing on.
Yeah,
turn your ringer on.
Yeah, hold
Put
on.
the sound on. Folks, why don't you just text Fester now? All you do is text rude.
Don't text rude.
Text Fester rude.
Don't.
RUDE rude. And Froggy, you text that to what number?
813-310-8444. Send your texts in
Or
now.
you can just do the acronym LRM.
Or you can just give me a text if you agree with me 100%. You can do whatever you want with your own crap.
I'm holding up the number onto the MJ TV camera right now. Text Fester rude to 813-310-8444. That's Fester's private text number, 813-310-8444. Just text Fester rude. What is that noise?
That's my new sound.
I don't like that.
Well,
That's what is that sound?
it's like a whoosh.
It's like a paper sweep.
I gotta change my sound
Why would you change your sound?
because I didn't think you guys would be blowing up my cell phone where we'd be playing it on the radio here.
All right, text Fester 813-310-8444.
Nobody texts me.
How rude it was. So how many texts do you have now?
Hundreds?
Listen to this.
It sounds like someone's breathing heavy and
So every one of those is
So each swoosh represents like 10 texts.
Sounds like someone has emphysema right now.
Listen, every wash is a text coming into Fester's private cell phone. Oh, now.
Hey, Rick McKeith, I'm not answering the phone. You only text, buddy.
Now people are calling him. Listen to this thing. Oh my God!
Yeah.
There's so many that
He can't even keep
All
up.
right. Dude, you're so mean. Dude, you're rude.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh my God!
That is hilarious.
People say Fester is a large, rude man.
All right, Chloe, how far away are you from the Munich airport?
About like 5 minutes now.
Okay, listen. Enjoy your. What time is your flight?
At 5 p.m.
All right, are you? And
European time.
okay, yeah, Germany time. And are you on a good airline?
EasyJet.
Oh, you're on EasyJet. Oh, I've flown EasyJet before. Oh, the whooshing, the calls to Fester's cell phone.
All right.
All right. Hey, Chloe, have a great flight.
That's what you deserve.
Text me when you're at the gate, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye, Chloe.
Dude.
Except Fester.
Chloe, it's my present. I can do whatever I want with it.
Listen to the phone. It won't
This is what you
stop.
deserve.
All right.
All right, bye, Chloe.
Don't call him.
All right,
Text
bye-bye,
him.
guys.
Love you. Bye-bye.
All right, so I'm looking at my little text icon window.
Yes.
It's read the number, MJ.
The infinity sign.
Read the number.
Hang on a minute.
At the bottom of the screen, you see my little text.
Oh, my God. 429, 430. It's ticking up. 431, 438, 447. Oh, my God. It can't even keep up. 450, 462, 477.
How
Oh,
am I
my
rude?
God. It won't stop ringing now. Look.
Listen,
Take off the ringer.
guys, don't call. You shut the ringer off. You don't call.
Pick it
them.
up. See what they want.
I'm not gonna. Don't pick up.
Oh, my God.
I don't pick up any calls.
All right, take your phone.
All right, here we go. Throw it.
There you go. Unbelievable.
Everything you deserve.
Wait, maybe you can take her to an apology lunch.
God, we tell you the last one went.
You are terrible. Terrible. All right, moving along. I'm running a little late here. By the way, coming up in minutes, we will give you the Rock the Cash Box words. So you got a shot to win $1,000 in cash here on the MJ Morning Show with Rock the Cash Box. We'll give you the keyword.
I mean,
Oh my God.
incredible.
It is, and turn it off. We play.
All right.
All right, so Rock the Cash Box. We'll give you the word in just a few minutes at 8:00, and you could win $1,000. All right, so I'm running a little late on my teaser. My teaser that ran all day yesterday was, if you want better service at the bar, you better know that there's a bartender code, and there's a little trick.
Interesting. What kind of trick?
How do you get a bartender to pay attention to you? How do you get a bartender? You know when you're at the bar
Yeah, I know.
and it's like 4 people deep and everyone's like trying to fight for the bartender's attention, trying to get it. You know, sometimes you get the wave off, you get the 1 minute finger, you get all that stuff. Well, guess what?
The way to get a bartender's attention, honestly, if you're at a bar, is to stand there with money in your hand.
You're pretty damn close.
You know, I've been to enough bars.
Yep.
I'm not a bar
Yeah.
frequenter, but the times I've been to crowded bars, if you have a few bucks in your hand where they know you're not paying for the drink with that, that's their money. They come to you first.
Pretty close. So a bartender has put up a series of videos on social media, and this guy goes by Roman the Mixologist.
Ooh.
And he has 12,000 followers. Hey, got you beat, pal. So he put up a clip, and it already has over 500,000 views. What are you laughing at?
You're taunting a bartender.
In Michigan.
MJ from the powerful MJ Morning Show
Yeah.
is out Instagramming this guy by 100 people, and you're bothering a bartender from Michigan.
So
if I only had a map, so I knew where Michigan was.
the bartender, Lower Peninsula, Upper Peninsula. So the bartender says, when you don't tip, or you don't tip a lot, or you don't tip something reasonable, the bartenders, they have a code. The bartenders talk to each other. So if you want to get good service at the bar, you got to tip at least 10%. So if you tip at least 10% on the drink, so obviously you got to establish the point. So like a game of craps here. So you got to have a round. If you tip in that first round, they're coming back to you. Yeah. If you tip nicely. And depending on what you tip, that increases how receptive and how alert they are going to be to your needs at the bar. So if you tip at least 10%, they're going to come to you. You get a drink. Let's say you get a $14 cocktail. You put down $1.50, $2 or whatever. They're coming back to you. So that's a good way to establish that point. If you tip 20% or more on a drink, so 20%, a lot of times folks just drop $1. Drink buck, right? But if you do tip 20% or more, they are, quote, going to make sure they're going to get to you. If you tip 50% or more, I will knock out whoever the F is in front of you to make sure you get served.
All right, I didn't know.
These are quotes. These are quotes from the bartender's video.
So, let's say you buy a $15 drink, you tip $8, $7.50. That's a lot.
It's a lot of
big
tip.
tip.
That's a pretty substantial tip.
Yeah, but I'd rather.
I would expect the guy to ignore everybody else at the bar if I'm dropping 50%. But
cocktails are expensive these days.
Yeah.
Average cocktail, it seems, is like $14, $16 these days. And you know that at restaurants and bars, they try to jack up the check because the highest profit margin is the liquor. The highest profit margin in a restaurant with a bar is the liquor sale. Liquor sales, obviously, bottles of wine are marked up 2 to 3 times. So that's the highest profit margin is liquor. And you want to get served. If you're in a crowded bar, you tip well. And again, 10% is like minimum, 20%. They're going to make sure they get to you. If you tip 50% or more, the bartender says, I will knock out whoever the F is in front of you to make sure you get served.
That's honest.
Yeah.
You've been served. Oh, speaking of that, hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. Guess who heard you've been served? Hold on. Hang on. This is important.
I can think of a couple people in the last few weeks.
All right. First, though, let me do the cash deal here.
Okay.
So let's rock the cash box, and you're shot to win $1,000 right now. This hour's cash word is awesome. 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 This hour's word, awesome. AWESOME. Go ahead and text that right now nationwide to 45911. Do that before quarter after for a shot at $1,000 cash, or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. So the word is awesome. Text that right now to 45911. Good luck from the MJ Morning Show. That's the 8 a.m. word. We'll do one at 10 a.m. We'll do another word at 12 noon, then 3 p.m., then 5 p.m. So good luck from the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. So I said you've been served. What does that conjure up when you hear you've been served?
Legal.
That is correct.
I was thinking like Serena Williams or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Tennis
right.
players.
Yeah, like, give me some John McEnroe action.
All right, so Roxanne, expand on that. So you've been served. You said legal, meaning
I feel like it's when someone
is served what?
Divorce papers.
But yeah, okay, okay.
That happens.
Absolutely. So that's a correct answer.
But
or a
lawsuit.
Yes, or a subcontract. You've been served the subcontractor.
Yes, I'd like to introduce
Subway sandwich.
I'd like to introduce you to Juan. He does tile. You've been served. Here he is, Rox. He's all yours.
A subpoena.
A subpoena.
A subpoena.
Thank you.
Subpoena.
Isn't any legal document that somebody brings you called serve, whether it's a notice to appear or
usually
a subpoena?
Usually it's a process server that serves you the subpoena.
I mean, I've been if I had to go to like a deposition or something, when I've been served deposition papers,
you've been served.
I've been. Boy, have I.
Well, guess who's now been served? Who was dodging getting served papers for a long time?
Oh, is it Shaq?
Yes, it was.
That's right.
Yeah, Shaq was finally served in the whole FTX lawsuit deal. So, Shaq, would you like to comment on you being served?
I want you to know that this is a bunch of crap, and I'm going to pay off any legal fees with Shaq-a-roni pizzas from Papa John's.
I'm going to settle any lawsuit with Shaq-a-ronis from
Dude,
Papa John's.
Fox settled for what, $750 million, right? Something like that. Do you know how many Shaq-a-ronis you could buy with that? That's like 100 million Shaq-a-ronis.
Yeah, man, that was a big deal yesterday. Fox settled with Dominion Voting Systems because of inaccurate broadcasts about rigged voting and everything, and Fox agreed to pay Dominion Voting yesterday $787.5 million, over $750
million.
of $1 billion.
That's incredible.
That is unbelievable number. So the deal with Shaq.
If you clip a coupon, you can buy 110 million Shaq-a-ronis with that settlement.
What about if Shaq feels like he was just hit in the ass, what would he use?
Icy hot.
Exactly. The
Icy hot ass patch.
The icy hot subpoena serving patch.
I almost ran over the server with my car, which I wasn't worried because I have good insurance.
Your voice is as deep as it used
From
to
the
be.
general.
Hey, Shaq, what's going on? Shaq,
Shaq,
why are you losing your voice?
I don't know. I'm actually afraid of Shaq, that he's going to come here and kick my ass someday for making fun of him.
So Shaq,
I love Shaq.
Who's your car insurance through?
The general. For a great low rate.
You can get online, go to the general, save
some time.
Y'all know. You know that.
Yeah, I do.
Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
Well, Larry David.
He was right. Why is Larry David getting sued? He's the one that kind of called it.
Because he's doing his shtick.
Yeah, he was doing a shtick for the commercial, and he was paid by FTX. Well,
Was Shaq in a commercial?
Well, there are a couple of things here. I think Shaq was. So they were trying to serve Shaq after months, and this is an important deal. You have all these celebrities like Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen. They have been served because they're getting sued in the whole FTX deal because they were pushing FTX. Now, they tried to serve Shaq for months, and he kept dodging service of the lawsuit. All these celebrities that endorsed this, now bankrupt FTX crypto. And finally, we hear that they succeeded on Sunday. Listen to this tweet. Plaintiffs in the $1 billion FTX class action case just served at Shaq outside his house. This is a tweet from the Moskowitz law firm. His home video cameras recorded our service, and we made it very clear that he is not to destroy or erase any of these security tapes because they must be preserved for our lawsuit. So they want the security footage from outside of Shaq's home showing him getting served this lawsuit.
Can they call for that? Can they
Listen,
Can they stop that?
They can go ahead and make a request that they can declare, I guess, whatever they want, evidence. A judge would have to decide whether it is evidence or it's admissible evidence. But Shaq has to, at this point, preserve the security camera footage of he being served. Also, I believe that there might be security footage of Papa John showing up with a whole stack of Shaq-a-ronis.
Right? What if the little cartoon general comes by to give him his new rate? When the icy hot truck comes.
Guess what? The premium on your umbrella policy is going up a little bit. I wonder if they're covered. I wonder if these celebrities that have, expensive umbrella policies, for liability, I wonder if they're covered by this. But I just thought that we hadn't heard about anything in a while, but Shaq, all these other celebrities involved in FTX and the whole crypto scam, they've all been served. And what their actual liability is, that remains to be seen. They were paid endorsers. Did they know it was a racket and a sham and a Ponzi scheme? Probably not. So it's going to be interesting to see really what exposure do these big celebrity names have. Oh, and guess which big celebrity apparently sniffed out FTX and said no.
Which one?
We're finding this out now, or at least I just found this out. And this big celebrity was just in town.
Tom Cruise.
Was it Taylor Swift?
It was.
Really?
Yeah, not Tom Cruise, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I saw this. Taylor Swift did due diligence on FTX, says the lawyer who finally served Shaq and Tom Brady. Adam Moskowitz, the lawyer handling a class action lawsuit against FTX promoters like Shaquille O'Neal and Tom Brady, said that Taylor Swift was one of the only celebrities to check if the exchange was selling unregistered securities.
I bet you she's not the only one.
She's so smart.
Well, listen, the story says that Taylor Swift was one of the only celebrities who did due diligence. According to the lawyer suing the now bankrupt company Celebrity Promoters, attorney Adam Moskowitz has gone after basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal, football star Tom Brady, Seinfeld actor Larry David. I don't think so. He should have stuck with that. He should have walked off the set of that commercial and said, you know what? I'm having second thoughts. I'm pretty sure this is a scam, is what Larry David should have said. Yeah, so this Moskowitz guy, the lawyer, is seeking $5 billion in the lawsuit. And he said this during an episode of a podcast recently. He claims the exchange's celebrity boosters didn't do their due diligence to check whether they may be breaking the law before cutting all these TV and digital ads for FTX. The one person I found that did this was Taylor Swift. In our discovery, Taylor Swift actually asked them, can you tell me that these are not unregistered securities? Taylor Swift said that, or Taylor Swift's people said that? Anyway,
I'm sure her people.
Anyway, you slice it. That's pretty darn smart.
I mean, honestly, Taylor is pretty involved with financial services.
Listen to
She does
this.
The Capital One card, right? You know,
Taylor Swift reportedly came close to inking a $100 million sponsorship deal with FTX, but the partnership never materialized. Swift was not available for comment in this story by The Block. Wow, how about that?
That'd be a tough one to turn down.
That makes Taylor Swift look like a genius, doesn't it?
Isn't Taylor also the one who leases out her private jets to make more money? Didn't we read a story about that?
That she does what?
I feel like she has a private jet and she lets other executives use it and,
To help
obviously
pay for
charges them.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be smart as well. If your aircraft is sitting around, make money from it, right? Instead of it, just paying, payments on the aircraft.
Right. And a listener in Tampa said her father's in the business.
Ooh.
So
I know my G650, that's running, 3-4 weekends a month.
yeah, I need to borrow that next week, by the way.
Thank you. I do not have a G650.
We didn't believe you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I didn't need to borrow it either.
Thank you. So, hey, kudos to Taylor Swift for making
Good for her. She can't miss.
Making a smart decision there. All right, I got to prioritize. This is one of these days where, granted, hold on a sec. Michelle's calling me.
I hope she didn't hear about the map.
Hang on, let me see what she needs. Hang on a minute. Let me see what Michelle wants.
I mean, if anything, Michelle would be on my side about the map. She's a big 9/10 position,
Hang on. Now it's going to voicemail. Hang on.
I'm not sure she'd be on your side.
I think she would be.
It's her daughter.
She's a big possession 9/10 of the law person. Okay.
Oh, she called me twice.
My map. I can do what I want with it.
Good morning.
Hey, you just called me. We're on the air. Can I help you?
Well, I texted you, and that call was just to alert you to your text.
Oh.
Now he has to check his texts. Great.
It's about Taylor Swift. Michelle, just call the hotline. You know the hotline. Andrew will put you right on.
So, Michelle,
No!
Did you just boo me?
Yes.
about 10 months ago, MJ, Taylor caught a lot of crap for how much her plane was flying. And they tried to put out articles that she's responsible for all this pollution.
Carbon emission. Yeah. Global warming, it's all Taylor Swift's
Her
fault.
end number, her plane took 170 flights in a 6-month period.
Yeah.
Turns out that she regularly loans it out or leases it out to other people. So this one plane is doing a lot of work.
Oh, Taylor Swift's dad is a finance guy. So
Yeah, that's what I said.
yeah. And Michelle, go ahead.
He works for Merrill Lynch.
So Michelle just sent me an excerpt from Wikipedia. Her father, Scott Kingsley Swift, is a former stockbroker for Merrill Lynch, and her mother, Andrea Gardner Swift, is a former homemaker who previously worked as a mutual fund marketing executive. Her younger brother, Austin's an actor. All right, so you're saying that obviously Taylor's getting decent financial advice from her parents.
Dude, she legit called Merrill from Merrill Lynch.
Yeah.
Hey, Merrill? Yeah, it's Taylor. What do you think about this FTX stuff? I don't know, kid. Don't do it.
Hey, Michelle, when do you need the Uber ride?
I will need it at approximately 9:15.
All right, I'll set it up for you. Just remind me.
Well, I'll call you or text you.
All right, because I've got I still have a $15 American Express Uber credit for April, okay?
Better use it.
Exactly. Use it or lose it. Doesn't carry over.
Tell you what.
Okay.
I get a $15 credit on Uber every month on my American Express.
I thought I could be of help and straighten you out. He handles almost all of her finances, by the way.
Yeah, what commission does he take?
Hopefully more than what most get.
Yeah, I'm sure Dad's pretty well compensated.
All right, Michelle, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Guess she's gone.
Guess so. All right, so Shaq's been served. Taylor avoided the bullet. Good.
Yep. Hey, I need Fester. I think you're the one to do this. Can you go to, is it a nursery or?
You need a plant?
Yeah. I need a plant. I've got a story here.
How am I the guy to do this? Froggy has a truck.
No, it's small.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
don't pawn it off on me, buddy.
All right, I don't know this, but
You only
I
like
know
a Royal Palm or something?
I know that Home Depot or Lowe's, they have the garden center. Where do you go to buy like a little desk plant? I'm not talking about a shrub to plant in your yard, but where do you go to buy
Are you talking like a succulent or something?
just a little plant to put on your desk? Where do you go? Who sells those?
I mean, supermarkets, I think. Right? It's like Trader Joe's has a bunch of...
Yeah.
Now they have flowers.
But they have potted plants also. I bought succulents from Trader Joe's before.
Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is this caught my attention. You know that Study Finds website where like every day they have 13,000 new studies?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it takes you hours to go through, and there's so many damn studies. It's like, and there's a lot of good stuff on there, but you got to go through 29 million new entries every day. But I saw this yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, we got to put this right here in the studio. Listen to this headline: adding a small plant to your desk can improve your memory and make you happier.
Oh, I need that.
We ought to get a plant in front of each of us here in this studio.
Plants?
Yes.
Plants are stupid. There's only one plant that's cool.
Yeah, Froggy, what kind of plant would you have in front of you?
You
Froggy?
know.
You would
I mean,
what kind?
what are you going to do with this succulent?
Wouldn't your
Yeah.
plant just grow
Suck
like
it.
ridiculously large if we didn't,
Yeah,
prune it?
Froggy would have a plant that has very distinctive leaves. That's the plant that Froggy would have
A
in front of
fern.
him.
You'd have a fern,
Yeah.
right?
An aloe?
No way.
plant?
No.
Hey, Andrew, why are all the lines ringing? Can you answer the phones? I don't know what he's doing in there, but all the lines are ringing.
I think it's the local botanist calling in, telling you where you can get a desk
Is that
plant.
what it is?
Yeah. You just said, where can I get a plant? I know where you get a plant.
'Cause, folks, you can call the MJ Morning Show anytime you want. If you have anything ever, this is important. If you have anything ever to add to the show, you have any ancillary information, you have any supporting facts, you have a cool story, you got a hot tip, you got some gossip, you can always call the show at 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So the story is that most people appreciate how pretty flowers and trees look and know that photosynthesis is essential to, life on the planet. But our mental and physical connection to plant life runs deeper. Scientific evidence that plants play a fundamental role in shaping our mental state and decreasing the risk of mental and physical illnesses is mounting. They can reduce depression, anxiety, and mood disorder symptoms in humans by reducing levels of the stress hormone cortisol, which can lower heart rate and promote a feel-good state of mind.
I don't know, man.
So having a plant on your desk can make you happier, can reduce your stress. Several studies have shown that horticulture therapy may help some people manage their PTSD, their post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, and improve their quality of life.
I think every homeless person would disagree with this.
Plants are so lazy.
What does that mean?
There's a guy that lives behind the racetrack gas station by my house. He
Yeah.
has plenty of plants. He doesn't look too happy at all.
You know what? This study finds they do studies about everything.
They do. They do.
I want to do a study if you put an implant on your desk, like a silicone boob implant, if that made you happier. That would make me laugh. Every time I looked at it, I would just have fits of hysteria.
You know what? My brother's a plastic surgeon, and maybe instead of having like a stress ball, I'll just ask for like an Allergan breast implant or what's the other company? It starts with an M. Maduro, whatever.
I don't know. Let's do it.
Roxanne, much like plants, only the real boobs make you really happy.
I'm gonna get like a 450cc breast implant, like a silicone breast implant, and just use that as my stress ball, so I can squeeze that all day long. Hang on, look, the phone calls are rolling in here on plants.
Yeah, they're telling you where to go shopping, MJ. They're gonna say like Lowe's. Okay, that's what they're gonna tell you.
Sylvia in Riverview. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning. You're talking to a plantaholic here. I love gardening. I have lots of plants, and I like going to Bloom Garden Shop over there on McDill.
All right, so it's called Bloom Garden Shop?
Yes, it's beautiful in there.
Is that like right near MacDill and Beta Bay, like right next to the railroad tracks underneath the Crosstown overpass?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right down from Yoko's.
Yes.
Yeah, Yoko's Sushi is in the next shopping center right down. Okay, I know where that is.
So,
look at they've got a 5.0 on Google reviews.
It's not that place yet. I haven't pulled it up yet.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's something else.
That's a different place.
That's a different place.
I mean, how can you not give a nursery?
So, Sylvia, you said you're a plantaholic, and I really wasn't planning on talking about plants in this much depth today, but, you just jarred my memory. I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother used to sit and talk to her plants because there was some story that came out when I was like 9 or 10 years old. I still remember this. I'm in my 50s now, and I remember at 9 years old, my grandma Minky was talking to her plants, and I'm like, Grandma, why the hell are you talking to your plants? I probably said it just like that at 9. And there was an article that said that if you talk to your plants will be happier and your plants will grow. Do you concur? Is that still valid science?
I think you talk to your plants because they just make you happy, and you're like, oh, how beautiful, look at you.
Now, do you smoke any of your plants, Sylvia?
No, I do not.
All right,
don't take such offense to
it. I'm just asking.
Just a question, Sylvia.
No, I do not. But a lot of people love plants. Just this last weekend, USF Botanical Gardens had their festival, and there was droves, oh my gosh, of people there, like lines and lines of people going to get in. And it was an amazing turnout.
I'll tell you what, I love the stories about people that are into plants that like murder each other. Hold on.
Who kills each other over plants?
No, it's the whole
the poisons in the plants.
No, the orchids. Isn't the orchid business crazy? Like for certain species and varieties, haven't there been murders over like orchids? I think there have been.
Really?
Yes. There's some.
I don't know.
Oh, I think there's some deadly, terrible orchid stories. Yes.
An Egyptian orchid.
Crazy stuff. All right, Sylvia, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, have a good day.
And
Bye.
I wish you the best with your plants. You sound like a very lovely young woman.
Oh, thank you.
All right, goodbye. All right, Rico is in Clearwater. Hey, Rico, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, how you doing, MJ? Hey, listen, I'm pretty sure you know that Home Depot and Lowe's has a variety of small plants, but IKEA has a section. They got really nice little small office plants.
Yep.
And they also carry the containers for them, glass, metal.
Wow. And is there a way to do it without getting caught up in that IKEA maze where you can't get out, and if there's a fire, you're going to burn to death?
First of all, they have
I haven't had an issue. But
okay.
IKEA has exits everywhere. By the way, they are up to code.
All I know is that maze, man. Once you're in, it's like you're like flowers for Algernon or something.
That is true. But if you needed to escape, you can see there's plenty of well lit exits at the IKEA.
And by the way, I just turned 60, and I have remembered when I was growing up that if you talk to your plants, it makes them
Grow.
It turns they well, not grow, but they turn more beautiful, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bloom.
Hey, you mentioned like the garden centers. Thanks for the call, Rico. I appreciate it. But how long before like Lowe's and Home Depot garden centers start selling marijuana plants? Is that like the next thing?
They really can't wait. That's like
It'd be great.
Hang on. Stephanie's in Valrico. Hey, Steph.
Hi, how are you guys today?
We are well, Stephanie. What's going on?
So I actually work at a garden center, a nursery located in Sefner, Florida.
Yep.
It's called Kirby's Nursery. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. We're a great nursery. We have a great selection of house plants, and we also have a great selection of landscaping plants, flowers for your garden.
Stephanie, what's the most common desk plant? If MJ wanted something for the studio, something small, what kind of plant would you recommend?
Do you guys have any lighting at all at the studio?
Some window lighting, and otherwise it's really crappy ambient lighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
A cactus.
Great plant.
Get something with pricks all over it.
Yeah, something like a ZZ plant would be good because that actually can take very low light. And we have a few other options.
What about some opium poppies? Do you have those?
No.
Okay. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for the call, Stephanie. All right, one more, and I got to move on here. Bill is in Spring Hill. Bill, last call. Go ahead.
Hey, I wanted to tell you that Lowe's has a special on plants, either flowers or vegetables, 4.5-inch tall, 3 for $10.
All right. Well, listen, that we can cover 3 of us. I don't think a plant's going to help Fester at all. He's a grumpy old man.
What?
So I think we'll get a plant for myself. We'll get a plant for Roxanne. We'll get a plant for Froggy. Because if you're just tuning in, the reason why we're having thanks, Bill. The reason why we're having plant talk is adding a small plant to your desk can improve your memory and make you happier, according to a new study.
I'm getting all kinds of texts for different places to go, but I found this really cool one, Brainerd Biophilic. Because biophilic, that's what they are designed to do, is bringing plants indoors to connect with humans.
It's in Brainerd?
Brainerd Biophilic.
Sounds far. Where is it?
No, that's the person's name.
Brainerd's in Minnesota.
I thought it was in Fargo.
Brainerd. Yeah.
Hey, you want that Truco?
Oh, yeah. All right, so I got to move along here.
You're not far off on the orchids, MJ. Last month or a month and a half ago, there was a big heist.
Endangered ghost orchid among 36 rare plants stolen from Collier County State Park.
And this was like in February.
Yeah, that's south of us, Collier County.
So yeah,
wow.
Rare orchids are a thing.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. What was the movie with? Was it? There was an orchid movie.
Was it Midsummer Murders?
No. There was a crazy movie about I think Nicolas Cage was in it. What was that movie? And there was a car crash. They're backing out of the driveway, and a car just T-bones them. What movie was that? Type in orchid movie with Nicolas Cage.
Con Air?
The White Orchid?
No.
Orchid movie.
Type in what I told you.
I'm getting there. I have to type it. I have to my bar.
Orchid movie Nicolas Cage. Man, that movie. Oh man, the title of the movie is right on my tip of my adaptation. Man, folks, if you want a great movie, I've got to watch that again. Maybe I'll watch that with Michelle. I haven't seen that in years.
Based on the Orchid Thief book by Susan Orlean.
Exactly. Adaptation is a 2002 American meta-comedy drama directed by Spike Jonze and written by Charlie. I'm telling you, if you want a good movie recommendation, Adaptation is fantastic. Who's in? Bring up the cast. Stop. So Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, Tilda Swinton. Oh, I like Tilda Swinton. She creeps me out.
She's good.
I'm hit or miss on her, mostly miss.
Yeah. Jim Beaver.
Whoa, I'm a big Jim Beaver fan.
Nice, Beaver.
Yeah, I'm like president of the Jim Beaver fan club.
Anyway, I recommend it. If you want a great movie, Adaptation, I'm sure you can rent it on Amazon or something, or stream. It might even be available on. You might already be paying for it. Hey, speaking of streaming, moving along is a perfect segue, actually. 2 Netflix things in the news. Do you know what the Netflix items are here today?
I think I know one of them.
What do you think one of them is?
One of their services where they mail out DVDs is going away or something?
That is correct.
Okay.
What?
That's so old school. It still exists. Yep. Crazy, right?
So 2 Netflix deals. The first Netflix story is does anyone still get DVDs in the mail? Apparently some people do, but Netflix is shutting it down.
All right. Who has a DVD player, a legit DVD player at their house?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, we have a.
I do not.
Do you know how many DVDs that we were given from our prize closet? Hey, Froggy's wife, Kim, is she around?
Is she around?
Yeah, is she available? Yeah, when she was promotions director at the old radio station.
God, she used to invite me into the prize closet. I used to walk her home with like 20 DVDs a week.
It was like a library of DVDs, remember?
Back in the day, the movie companies, the record companies, they would send us cases of giveaways. You know, those days are long over. You know, the whole radio business, everything is, changed.
I have so many DVDs of just like movies, crappy movies.
Exactly. Wait. But I have a lot. We used to get box sets. Like, I've got the whole, Godfather box set. And listen, with Godfather, it's 1 and 2. 3 just poop on. That's maybe the worst piece of crap ever.
So maybe you saved that one, but I got so many crap movies like Stomp the Yard and She's the Man.
Yeah.
I donated all them to Goodwill.
She's the Man, starring Channing Tatum?
Yeah, it left.
We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of DVDs.
Drumline.
That when we were when we did the MJ Morning Show across the street for years, and Kim, Froggy's wife,
she might be in a meeting.
She used to be the promotions director. And she used to invite, maybe she's not going to answer.
But she had a room that had a whole wall. There was like a library of DVDs.
Oh, there was a prize closet, and there were shelves in there. And
Hi, you've reached Kim. I can't
she's
get to the phone right now.
she's at an award ceremony for her kid.
What kind of awards? Well, pick up the phone. I mean, come on.
No, my kid's award is more important. Than
Hold on.
Who won the award?
Wait a minute. There's an important award ceremony.
It's an honor roll thing.
And you're not there?
Okay, well, if he was there, then you'd yell at him for leaving.
That is true.
What the hell?
An honor roll is a little different than like a big event. Maybe not.
So Froggy just said, who has a DVD player anymore? I do.
Professor said that.
I said it, and I don't have a DVD.
Oh, you do?
I threw my DVD player out. Throw out all the DVDs. I don't need them. I threw them right next to the map. I don't care.
I still have a DVD player in my home theater setup, and we use it occasionally. Hey, with the SAG-AFTRA Awards, I got a bunch of DVD screeners for the award season. Watched them on my DVD player there, Fester.
All right, I'm asking.
All right. So here's the deal. After 25 years, Netflix's original business model is shutting down. So remember, Netflix used to ship out DVD. That was their deal.
That seems like such a pain in the ass now.
You used to get 1, 2, or like 3 DVDs at a time, and they came in the mailbox. Then you mailed them back after you watched them. That was the original deal. It's still happening. Of course, Netflix is the bulk of their business.
Who does that?
Well, Netflix does it until September.
Is it for super rare movies?
No, it's any movie. Anything that's on DVD. Netflix is shutting down that angle, though.
You know the image of the Maytag repairman just kind of sitting there sleeping at his desk, not having any work?
So you just see people in the Netflix DVD shipping warehouse just sitting there like drooling?
Yeah, what the hell are
falling
they
asleep
doing
in their palm?
How many shipments could they possibly have a day?
Isn't that how it started, right?
Yeah.
That's what I just said. Their original business
I'm
model.
I'm thinking of Redbox.
Listen, those are still out there as well. But with Netflix, their whole original business model was shipping these DVDs, and then you mail them back, and then they shifted into the whole streaming model, and that's 99.9% of their business today, I'm sure. But after 25 years, on September 29th, Netflix is shutting down DVD rentals with its last movie discs mailing on September 29th. So do you even have to send those back?
No, I was just thinking that.
Just keep them.
I'm going to put in a big order on September 28th.
Just keep them.
Every movie I've ever wanted.
I see people at Redbox at Walgreens. Like if people are still doing that, they'll still,
You wonder though. Redboxes used to be busy. Sometimes it'd be like 2-3 people waiting in line outside of a Walgreens or a 7-Eleven. How many people still use a Redbox? I don't seem to see.
They're out there.
If your household doesn't have internet.
Hey, I noticed, for instance, out in Vail, over the years, we rented a lot of DVDs out in Vail, to watch when we would rent a ski condo or something. But I noticed we were just out in Vail weekend of April 1st, taking advantage of some late season, unbelievable, beautiful conditions. Using some my Epic Pass days, and I went to the city market on North Frontage Road in Vail, and they used to have 2 Redbox machines next to each other as you walked into the store.
Now there's just one.
Just one.
Just one now. Yes.
That was only one Redbox machine, not 2.
I want to steal one of those.
Why?
It has been a long time. I don't think we've rented from Redbox. It might be 5 years.
I don't think I ever have.
I mean, if I said, hey, let's go to phones right now, could we find people that still rent from Redbox? I mean, what does that model look like?
On my WikiFeet profile page, there is a picture of me at a Redbox.
That is true. That is true. If you go to wikifeet.com and type in Roxanne Wilder, there's one small image of her at a Redbox.
Wait, who the hell took that picture of you?
Some random person.
An artist.
Some rando took a picture of your feet at a Redbox?
No, not my feet.
It's a full body photo. However, her feet are visible.
Oh, I got you. Hi, I would like to talk to the person that still rents from Redbox, or is it still a thing?
It's a thing, MJ. If you don't have internet service to your house,
but everyone has.
No, that's not true. Listen,
virtually everyone.
That might be true, but not. I'm sure there's a reasonable portion. That's like people who don't have washers and dryers in their house.
If you listen to me, if you have recently rented a DVD from a Redbox, call us 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So the 2 Netflix stories are as follows: that the DVD shipping business, it's DVD.com. That's how they ship Netflix. So that's shutting down. The last rentals will ship on September 29th. Netflix, do you know when they shipped their first disc? The first Netflix DVD was shipped out in 1998.
What?
Do you know what the first movie ever shipped was?
Oh, gosh.
It's a movie I've seen only 3 minutes of and never the whole thing.
Like Encino Man or something?
Think of comedy. Wasn't like a small head scene, a black and white striped suit.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
No, Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
But I've never seen Beetlejuice. I've seen like a minute or 2.
Oh, Beetlejuice is great.
But you just said, brother, that's a great movie.
Well, you said black and white stripe. I thought of the jail.
No, but that's a Coen Brothers movie. That is a great movie. Another recommendation. Hold on. Tammy's in. Look at the phones. Every person we've got 3 calls ringing. These are the 3 people that have rented Redbox.
Listen, it's a thing, MJ.
All right, hang on. Yes, Rox.
The whole reason I took the Redbox photo is I would sit in the car at the 7-Eleven and watch people go up to it. I thought everybody looked sexy when they're renting from Redbox, like the way that you lean.
took what you thought was a sexy photo at Redbox?
I go, Redbox is such a great business model. Boy, was I wrong.
Wait a minute. Who took the...
Doug did. I was like,
Doug took a picture of you like what do they call it, a boudoir?
I just was like...
He took a sexy picture of you at a Redbox machine?
But it was inspired by all the other Redbox customers. I'm like, everyone looks hot.
Okay, I want you to look all... look all slutty at the Redbox
Oh, my
machine.
God. Look how hot Roxanne looks at the Redbox. Roxanne,
I've never seen anybody.
God. That's like a whole right cheek popped out with your feet.
Is years ago.
Man.
Is this on our...
That's on WikiFeet.
We've got to...
It's on Wiki.
We've got to post this.
You got to steal it from WikiFeet. You need their permission.
We've got to post this picture of
Those
Rox.
jeans are back in style, actually.
And I know, it's not funny. And just the way people, sometimes you take your forearm and you kind of put that on top of the Redbox and you kind of lean into it. I always think Redbox is a sexy pose.
Redbox Diaries.
Andrew, let's go ahead and let's get Festus, stop. Don't touch the mouse. All right, let's get this picture of Roxanne at the Redbox, and let's post this up at mjmorningshow.com.
It's at WikiFeet.
No, don't give it out. Let people go to our website.
I'm telling Andrew how to get there.
So tell everyone how to get there so we don't get the hits on the website, you dummy. All right, let's grab Tammy in Tampa. Hey, Tammy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. So, I used to rent from them regularly, probably once a week, but I haven't, I don't think, in about 3 or 4 months. Partially because there really hasn't been anything good at them, and secondly, it's kind of a pain to have to run out there to get something and then run back when I can just click a button at home and get it.
Yeah, that's what everybody else says too.
Yeah, but also, I always thought Redbox was pretty easy. I have nothing against Redbox. It's just really everything's available now.
I think they could have just taken on the world if they had done like hashtag Redbox sexy pose and really pushed that as their business model.
Supposedly they have streaming also, but I've never been able to figure it out. I just get tired of it and go get it from the box or I rent from Apple TV or something.
Well, listen, Redbox streaming or Redbox online, that would be a natural progression, obviously.
On my Vizio TV, it's a box. It's an app that you could click, but I've never clicked it.
Tammy, thanks for the call. Marcus is in Tampa. Hey, Marcus, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, MJ. Yeah, I was calling to let you guys know I use the Redbox as kind of a cool workaround. For example, I've been dying to see Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh, great movie. I got to watch that again.
Oh, that's your movie, MJ.
There is so much going on in that movie that I've got to watch it like 5 times to catch everything. Go ahead, Marcus.
Right, and I had watched it on a plane, but I wanted to see it on my sweet entertainment center at home.
Yep.
And everywhere you look on streaming, it's not for rental, it's to buy for $19.99.
Oh, yeah.
But I went to Redbox and rented it on Blu-ray.
Yep.
So I saw it in 4K for $250.
There you go. See, that's
a good
That's a
workaround.
good example.
Yeah. I never thought of that.
Yeah, because instead of buying it for $20, rent it at Redbox for $250 and get a Blu-ray.
Yep.
Well, there you
Pop
go.
it back in the machine the next day.
Marcus, fantastic. Look at the
That's
phones.
actually really
Every line is jammed here.
That's really smart.
All right. Levi's in Honolulu, Hawaii. Hello, Levi. What time? It's 2 o'clock in the morning out there. Oh, can I talk to Levi? It's on my screen. I would assume that it's ready to pick up. Yeah.
He's still he's still prepping.
All right. Levi, hey, you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Are you really calling from Honolulu?
I am.
You know, it's pretty interesting because I'm in the midst of watching all of the old Hawaii Five-0 episodes.
Nice.
Yeah, so all those Hawaii Five-0 episodes are streaming, and I'm like in season 3 right now.
MJ, this is the guy I told you that introduces the movies at the Chinese
theater, yeah.
Chinese theater in L.A.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he introduces all the movies and interviews the celebrities.
So what are you doing in Honolulu? Are you North Shore? You Waikiki? Where are you right now?
Waikiki. I just moved here 2 months ago.
Are you so are you in a hotel or an apartment?
I am in an apartment. Yeah, I still go back to LA once a month though for premieres and for special events.
My God! So how far away are you from the famous Royal Hawaiian Hotel?
Just a few blocks.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He's interviewed everybody.
Yeah, what are you
Literally
doing?
everybody.
What are you doing awake right now?
Yeah,
Levi?
it's probably 2 o'clock in the morning.
I just was I was off work and I was on my way back home, so I'm streaming you on iHeart, and yeah, so it's nice because I get to listen live now.
All right, so are you calling about the Redbox?
I'm calling because I don't use Redbox, but I still buy physical discs, and the reason why is because the quality on the actual physical Blu-rays and the DVDs and the 4Ks is better than what you get on streaming.
In many cases, it is. Sometimes you get a great stream, but listen, a great Blu-ray transfer or 4K is fantastic. Hey, Levi, thanks for checking in, and do me a favor. Go grab some delicious, go to Matsumoto General Store on the North Shore, grab me some shave ice, and if you have a moment, jump on over to Lahui on the island of Kauai and go get some Hamora's Saimin, the best on the planet.
Will do.
All right, buddy, have a great day.
Cool. You too. Thanks.
All right, look at that from Hawaii. Look at the phones on this thing. Oh, no. Anonymous in Tampa wants to give us a Redbox hack.
I want to hear it.
Hang on.
Oh, now we're talking.
Anonymous, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ. Hey, listen, guys. The hack for Redbox is, this was told to a buddy of mine who works in a finance. He said what you do is you get a prepaid debit card and rent the movies you want.
And then you never return them.
Oh, don't tell me.
And then you never return them.
I'm not going to condone a theft operation here.
That's brilliant.
Hold on. Is that
what a hack?
Hold on, Anonymous. Is that what you're suggesting? Is use an untraceable credit card and then you never return the movie?
Well, it's I mean, come on. You get the movies, and it's a movie you really want, and you really can't afford it. But hey, there you go.
No, that's theft. That's stealing. You can't do that.
I paid $1 for it. Why not?
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I paid $1 for it.
Goodbye. This segment's degenerating. All right, Holly's in Mulberry. Holly, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, Holly. Turn your radio all the way down. Go ahead.
Still hear anonymous in the background.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, I work in the Walmart in Mulberry. We have 2 in there. There's 2 across the street at 7-Eleven, and there are 2 at the Walgreens across the street from there.
So you're telling us that Redbox is very popular out in Mulberry?
Yes, sir.
So you're saying that the phosphate workers don't have internet to stream?
MJ, I'm telling you, when you have a bunch of people living in an area.
I got a big Mulberry laugh out of that.
I bet you there's a lot more people than you probably think don't have streaming internet in their house. They still
Exactly.
have. Right.
Exactly. Down where I live, the internet isn't as great as it is in the area.
All right.
In the populated area.
You learn something new every day. Well, Holly, thank you for listening. Thanks for checking in from Mulberry.
Thank you. Have
All right.
a good day.
Last call on this. Last one. We got to move on because I didn't get to the second Netflix deal because it's coming. It's coming. Ed is in Tampa. Ed, final call on this. Welcome, MJ Morning Show. You're up.
Hey, good morning, guys. Just wanted to tag on to what you were just talking about with the internet service. I was just in the mountains over Christmas, rented a cabin, and those Redbox machines are everywhere because the internet's so spotty up there.
There you go. So no, there are obviously spaces and places where it makes a lot of sense.
Thanks, Ed.
Appreciate the call.
MJ.
Yeah.
So I have this one picture of Roxanne at this Redbox, but she's been flashing her phone at me. I think her and Doug did like this whole sexy photo shoot at a Redbox, at a Walgreens.
This is a long time ago.
I mean, it's been a minute, but
wow.
MJ, I'm holding up Roxanne's phone.
Are you giving us a little bit of a hip push? Oh, there are butt shots.
I'm telling you, they did a whole photo shoot. How many photos are there, Roxanne?
We've got it. You know what? This is a post. You want to get
hits,
you want to get
hits,
you want to get a
hits.
jillion hits.
Give us posts.
Roxanne's sexy Redbox poses. How many pictures are there?
I mean, on my phone, I just have those 2.
Those 2 will do it.
Listen, you'll get a lot of hits.
Oh.
You want?
I don't want hits.
Hey,
you know what I want?
You want to make it on the magic board in the kitchen where they showcase which story's got the most hits of the week.
No,
that's it right there.
With handwritten by a marker.
Yeah,
on an erasure
what
board.
I really want is Redbox to embrace this marketing plan.
It's a Redbox rendezvous.
Yes, right before we go out of business, let's embrace Roxanne's idea for.
No, they're not going out of business. Oh, you mean
Netflix.
Redbox? Okay, all right. So the other Netflix, Roxanne, I'm serious. Get these pictures up. You need to write a story and get these pictures up because you'll get a jillion hits.
Will it get more hits than my review of the McDonald's Strawberry Shortcake?
Listen,
That's a good one.
The MJ Morning Show, we need all the hits we can get to work towards our Q2 quota.
Oh, my God.
Okay? Or else they're going to fire us.
Dude.
So Roxanne's ass shot in front of a Redbox.
Come on. No, it's the spirit of a Redbox that it's a sexy thing. Let's keep it that way.
Well, I'm telling you, put your pictures up in a story on mjmorningshow.com and you'll blow it out.
Roxanne should go to Sexy Mulberry and use the 2 that are at the Walmart there. You'll be a hit in Mulberry,
Roxanne, just a sexy photo shoot at the Walgreens Redbox.
I think there are great grandmothers in Mulberry who are younger than Roxanne.
What is that woman doing?
Hey, the final Netflix story here is that Netflix has revealed the timing of the whole password crackdown. Remember Netflix says they were going to crack down on password sharing?
Yeah.
Well, they've rolled it out in Canada, New Zealand, Spain, and Portugal, and now Netflix plans to monetize account sharing. They're going to launch in the second quarter. We're now in the second quarter. Second quarter began April 1 because first quarter is January, February, March. Second quarter is April, May, June. So Netflix here in the United States will roll out paid sharing. So you're going to have to pay to share your password, and then they're going to have technology to thwart, to knock out unpaid password sharing. And I'm sure it's going to be just a matter of time before all these other companies do a very similar thing. So the free ride where you pay for Netflix and then you share your password with a jillion other folks, looks like here in the U.S., those days are coming to an end sometime in the next month or so is what it seems to be. My question is, I pay, my kids are students, So Chloe and Julian, they're at different IPs when they use Netflix.
Don't they have a plan where you can have it on so many devices?
Well, I got to see what the story is, but they're about to crack down, and that's going to change. So the free ride is going to be over for many. All right, when we get back, we have a lot of stuff. We got to talk about the whole armpit hair story. Have you?
I sent you that.
Oh, Michelle. Oh, and then my wife also, Michelle. Man, she got into the whole popcorn on the floor of the United flight with that baseball player from the Toronto Blue Jays and his wife. Oh, Michelle was really getting into the story again. We had her on the air yesterday, and then she was getting into it again at home. I'm like, you're obsessed with this United Airlines popcorn story. What's going on here? All right, we have a lot of stuff next, so stand by. It's all coming up on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. We're back in minutes. Morning show on Q105 at 8:59. MJ and the crew. And what did you just get? Roxanne's over here giggling.
I can't stop laughing because Someone just, they were obviously listening to us talk a moment ago about Redbox photos and how if you take a photo to Redbox, you just automatically look sexy. Everyone should do it. But they
that's not what we were talking about, Redbox.
That's my theory.
We were talking about something else, and then somehow we found out that Roxanne had a whole series of sexy photos that she took in front of a Redbox.
And one of them happens to be on WikiFeet. So one of our texters just sent me a photo of his foot on a Redbox. He's like, I just happened to be in a Redbox, and he put his foot on a Redbox.
Gross. We don't want to see your foot, sir.
Yeah, you are lucky that he stopped at a foot, Roxanne. You're talking about sexy Redbox
Roxanne,
photos.
I'm telling you right now, you need to get your sexy Redbox photo shoot. You need to get the side shot, the butt shot. You need to get those up on mjmorningshow.com. How quickly can you get a posting up?
I want to be their endorser. Hashtag Redbox rocks.
Stop. How quickly can you get the pictures up in a post on mjmorningshow.com?
And try to talk at the same time to you guys and answer texts.
No, but you will do it, right?
She will do it.
Sure.
All right, you will do it. All right.
And as soon as it's up, we'll promote it on all of our socials. Everybody will know where
I'll
to go.
take care of the post for the whole week.
Later today. All right, now here's the deal. Big announcement next week. So one day next week, I'll narrow it down. Probably on Friday's show, I'll tell you when the announcement's coming, what day, what time. So a big announcement is coming on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by. Keep listening. Full details are on the way. So please stand by. Now, a celebrity and armpit hair. Now, Roxanne, you sent this to me last night.
I did.
I saw it. Michelle had this pop up in her feed, and she was talking about this last night. And there are there are poses from the actress Rachel McAdams.
Oh, no.
With full-blown, armpit hair going on.
I think more women are leaning towards that look.
It's a good look.
Rachel McAdams has now shown off her armpit hair in an interview that she did with Bustle magazine.
Oh, Bustle.
I've never heard of Bustle magazine.
Okay, I will trump you and say I never heard of Rachel McAdams.
Oh, come on.
Oh, stop it.
What has she been in?
Mean Girls.
Wedding Crashers, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mean Girls, I think anyway.
A lot of movies with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Who I love.
She's too attractive to have Harry Pitt.
All right, let's talk about movies I completely avoid. Anything that has Ryan Gosling in it.
That's my man.
I know. That's why.
Listen to this. With this shoot, I'm wearing latex underwear, but I've had 2 children. She said of this photo shoot and article, keeping it real, as she's seen sprawled across a burgundy love seat with unshaved body hair.
Oh, yeah, there's a picture of her. It looks like she has...
You know what? She's very close to the George Costanza pose. Remember the guy at the Photoshop?
Yeah.
Remember the pictures that George Costanza was doing?
She's just lounging out.
Seinfeld?
Letting that armpit hair flow. Good for her.
Let your pits flow like a... Anyone driving on Bellamy Brothers Boulevard up in Pasco right now?
I'm sure.
Love the Bellamy Brothers.
Yeah. You know the song, right?
Yeah, Let Your Love Flow?
Let Your Love Flow. Hey, Andrew, do you have Let Your Love Flow?
I think it's the only Bellamy Brothers hit.
Great song.
Do we have it?
I'm sure we do. I'm sure Andrew can get it somewhat quickly here. But the point is let your armpit hair flow. That just kind of brings up, memories of Let Your Love Flow.
Let your armpit flow.
Exactly.
Like a mountain stream.
Let your hair flow. But Rachel McAdams is showing off her armpit hair. She's got no issue with it.
She just looks so comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everybody's comfort level. I could not do that. I could not take a photo and put my arms back and have armpit hair hanging out.
surprisingly well.
I think it's fantastic. So you're not into you like trimmed body hair.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things like I'm trying to think of an example. I mean, I haven't. Your wife Michelle's like, Roxanne, if you want to get that, what is that? Where you put the Botox in your armpits to make them not sweat?
Yeah, that's a thing.
She's recommended that,
right?
And
now,
I'm okay with sweating.
Have you had
I
laser?
feel like it's a natural.
Have you had laser
thing.
procedures on your legs or armpits?
Yes, I have. So that's what I was going to say. I don't even have that option anymore.
So do you need to shave your legs anymore, or you're good?
My pits are good. My private's good. And my
I don't want to hear about. I don't want to hear about your private.
I mean, just to say my privates are good.
TMI?
Hello?
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you right
dump
now.
Dump that.
Too late.
That's 20. I can't dump that.
Too late.
I'll tell you, my privates are.
Hey,
good.
Andrew, can I please get that to add to the wall of Roxanne?
I'll tell you, my
privates are good. Can you please pull that? Mark the time, 9:04.
My naughty bits are perfect.
9:04. We'll add that to the Roxanne wall. Yeah, stuff like.
I prefer meth.
And
my kids ate so much candy on Sunday they were shaking.
I know the way.
Oh my God! Stop it, please.
And then we need her private parts are good.
Yeah, Roxanne saying great things like,
I want to smell it.
Ah, yes, and
I didn't take my clothes off.
And
I like it rough.
And
it's fun. I like pain.
And
fast little fingers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this is getting.
Wow. Oh, I got to hear that one.
Out of control.
Hey, hang on.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Oh, that's right. And
I love the way you activate your hips and put your ass out. Got it, want this about to pass out. Want to dig you, and I can even lie about it, baby, just alleviate your clothes. Okay.
So that is the Roxanne wall of sound.
Babe, just believe they.
And how does Doug drive? Is Doug a good driver? Or
driving like an a-hole?
Oh, yeah.
How do we not have a Roxanne sound wall? Remember when sound walls were a thing?
That's what it is.
You
It's
go like online. You go like a Roxanne.soundwall.com.
And what about
like 90 shots in my butt?
Yeah, and
Doug is not a creepy guy.
These things we have.
Right, and then we have a new one coming about our privates. There we go.
We need to crank call people using just Roxanne clips.
Yeah, and see what happens. Are we done with Rachel McAdams' armpit hair?
Roxanne, you should let yours grow.
I can't.
Let your pits grow.
It's already been electrified or whatever.
Right.
I lasered off.
Yeah. I hope that the guy who has an adverse reaction to whenever I play this. I hope that guy's not listening right now because he turns us off whenever I play the Ozempic jingle. But there are a couple of Ozempic items in the news, and of course, Ozempic has been this go-to weight loss drug now for like the last year, and it has been difficult for diabetics that need Ozempic to get Ozempic in some cases because you have all of these doctors that are prescribing Ozempic to non-diabetics because people are losing 12, 15, 20, 25 pounds on this drug. However, there are a couple of things. Incidentally, if you watch MJTV, Andrew, I just stepped aside. Can you see the Ozempic pen, which I've taped to the back wall? Hang on, I'm going to... This is the syringe I found on the floor a couple of weeks ago or a month ago.
And nobody's removed it in the last couple
And then over here,
God.
this blue pen, this kind of, what is that, lavender? Or what color is that?
Light blue?
Yeah.
Purple.
And then the blue pen back there on the wall is an Ozempic pen that someone mailed to us because we were talking about Ozempic so much.
Is it used or full?
No, that's a used pen.
Oh.
It's biohazard. I need a Sharps container in here. I've got used needles floating around in the studio.
Please don't mail us used needles for MJ Mystery merch.
Well, they did. Remember?
Gross.
They did. So, two Ozempic stories. One of the items now is so many people taking Ozempic just for weight loss. There are two things. Number one, apparently people are having bizarre dreams on Ozempic. Sherry McLemore was recently enjoying watching a parade of cows and bulls at a cattle auction with actor Matthew McConaughey. Then she started climbing atop a small pet llama that she had bought at the animal auction. And then she had to raise her voice to tell him to stop. You can stay with your llama. I'm leaving, Mr. McConaughey screamed before storming off.
Okay.
Then she woke up. It was all a dream. So this woman is claiming that since she started taking Ozempic, she's having bizarre dreams.
That sounds like an awesome dream.
That you're at an animal auction and Matthew McConaughey is yelling at you to get off the llama or whatever.
At first, it's like, all right. We're going to go bidding on this cow here.
There was a 5-page story in the Wall Street Journal about people having bizarre dreams, overnight spectacles, and apparently it's one of the side effects of Ozempic and Wegovy and is it Manjaro? That those are like the 3 weight loss. Those are the 3 like diabetic drugs that people are using now as weight loss drugs. So it's Ozempic, Wegovy, and this Manjaro.
So I'm trying to think about psychologically why they would cause you to have bad dreams.
I don't think they're necessarily bad dreams. They're just
crazy.
They're like vivid, bizarre, crazy dreams. Not necessarily, like an axe murderer's coming after you.
Well, I know that medications in general can mess with your sleep and your dreams, but maybe because it's like stifling your hunger during the day because the Ozempic makes you not hungry, not want to eat.
Yeah.
Then at night, you're like having more vivid, living out your life more fully because you're not enjoying food during the day.
It's true.
Tell you what,
I like food.
Michelle and I enjoyed some food during the day. Did you see the penne pomodoro I made yesterday for lunch? So Michelle's got a good point. Let's eat our heavy meal at lunch and then at dinner just go light with a salad or some veggies or something. So yesterday, and she's been kind of preaching and pushing this for a while. So yesterday I got home and I had defrosted a jar of my pomodoro sauce, which was just unbelievable. And this was frozen last October. I use these old Talenti jars, and we have a ton of them, but I haven't purchased any ice cream at the store in 2+ years because I'm making my own ice cream, and it's incredible. But I use these pint jars, and I make that homemade pomodoro. And I'm telling you right now, when you try the pomodoro from my recipe, you will never want to buy another jarred sauce again, ever. So I make like 6 pints or so. It cooks down to 6 pints, and then I freeze them. And these things it's even better. Once you freeze them and then you defrost them, and what is this, like 6 months later? Because I made this last October, and once you freeze it it's even better. It's like it all came together and gelled even more. It's tremendous. So I used some Rumo die-cut pasta, which I highly recommend. You got to use, if you care about pasta, folks, if you buy Muller's, I'm going to murder you.
Oh my gosh.
You know who you've made an impression on? My mom.
What do you mean?
With the die-cut.
You got to. I'm telling you got to buy die-cut pasta. Like Publix just started selling Rumo. Rumo is a great brand. So I highly recommend it. When I saw Rumo in Publix, I'm like, all right, they're getting with the pasta program over at Publix. Whole Foods sells Rumo, I think, as well. Fresh Market, they sell Rusticella de Abruzzo. Phenomenal pasta. Di Martini is great. Rayo's makes it, but you want bronze die cut because they're using a rougher die. The pasta sticks or the sauce sticks to the pasta better. It's a better texture. They're using, great durum wheat, whether it's Italian grown or the good stuff that they have in Yuma, Arizona. There's a variety of great Italian pasta makers. But once you use bronze die cut, you know how many people have sent me notes? It's like, MJ, game changer.
Yeah, like 8.
Okay, 5. All right, 5. But no, people say what a game changer it is when you want to look at the label and make sure it says bronze die cut, air dried bronze die cut. But take a look at the pasta that I made. It's on my Instagram, and I put the recipe on it. You know what? I ought to do a post. That might get a ton of posts, right?
Clicks.
You know what?
You might make it to the big board.
Pasta.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a post of that as well. But if you want to check out my Instagram, go to Certified MJ Radio, and take a look at the penne pomodoro that I made. San Marzano certified DOP tomatoes. It's incredible. And I do have the recipe on my Instagram. So certified MJ Radio, take a look at this plate of pasta that Michelle and I had for lunch yesterday. Heavy meal at lunch, lighter meal at dinner. I only had a 36-ounce ribeye cowboy steak last night at dinner. That was it.
Zero carbs. Well, it's a low-carb meal. It should be fine.
So, certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Take a look at the pasta. The recipe's on there as well. And I will do a web post later this week regarding the recipe because people are saying, man, your pasta sauce recipe is incredible. And it is, I'm telling you, it's life-changing. And you will not buy, once you have my pasta sauce recipe and you make it, freeze them. Put them in the freezer in pints. 1 pint per pound of pasta. It's phenomenal. You're never going to want to buy a jarred sauce again. I promise. All right, so back over to Ozempic.
Have you seen the other Crazy Dreams? I've been reading into this story a little bit further.
I read the whole Wall Street. So are you reading the Wall Street Journal?
I'm reading the Insider, and they went back to the Wall Street Journal.
Okay, and what are some of the other dreams?
Okay,
so people are claiming to have bizarre dreams on Ozempic.
So you said Matthew McConaughey was at a cattle auction.
And some lady was on top of a llama, and Matthew McConaughey's yelling at her.
One person who says that they were on Wegovy dreamt of spending the entire night at Home Depot ordering new cabinets. And the salesman was Clint Eastwood. We also could use the Home Depot music if you have it.
What do you want to buy?
So, get off my lawn.
So, you're on Wegovy. You're now in the cabinet aisle at Home Depot. All night long, you're tossing, you're turning in your bed, and you're ordering fantastic cabinets at Home Depot. And then, it's time for appliances. There's no place better for appliances than Home Depot. And then, a clown comes by with a chainsaw and cuts your head off at Home Depot.
It's very extreme.
Yes.
All right. So another person says that they were on Ozempic and they had a crazy dream that the Kardashians and Jenners were their family and that they were being attacked by dinosaurs and that she saved everybody by using essential oils.
Wow. So some of these dreams are insane.
Oh, another person, Jonah Hill was their waiter on a cruise. And he changed his name to Sundays, and he's going to quit acting and become a cruise director.
A lot of dreams about celebrities.
Yeah, that's the thing. Another person was at a baseball game, and the crowd started getting hostile until Oprah Winfrey saved him with a go-kart.
Yep, I read that as well.
So, I mean, a lot
Oprah
of these...
Winfrey swoops in and saves him on a go-kart.
Of course, Oprah.
Oprah saves anybody.
Probably has the coolest go-kart.
Probably.
So, the cattle auction, then... Apparently, the woman that had the dream about the llamas, and then the cattle auction with Matthew McConaughey, also had a dream that she was shopping for shoes for Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park.
Dude.
And that she went to an eye doctor with Johnny Depp, and that also toured North Korea with Minnie Pearl from Hee Haw.
Wow, that is...
Minnie Pearl, rest in peace. I loved Minnie Pearl.
So the dreams that people are having on Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mangiorno, or whatever the hell that stuff is.
I love how you made it Italian.
I did.
It sounds delicious.
It's Mangiaro.
Mangiorno.
Do you remember, a lot of the pharmaceutical commercials, the contraindications or the side effects, sometimes the list is longer than the actual commercial itself that's trying to sell you on the drug. Yeah. I remember Chantix.
Chantix, the anti-smoking drug.
Yeah, so Chantix, is it Chantix or Chantix?
It's a CH. I thought it was Chantix.
So Chantix, the drug that was supposed to help you stop smoking, that was the craziest one. It was like suicidal thoughts. It was, you could have a gambling addiction. It was like...
I'd rather just smoke.
Just smoke a couple of packs a day.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to kill me eventually. Yeah. At least I don't have suicidal thoughts and I don't...
Right. Then the other Ozempic side effect is the claim that people on Ozempic are having their butts deflate.
Ooh.
Deflate?
Why? Because they lose weight and then suddenly they have saggy butts?
Yeah.
The fat's been holding their butt up the whole time?
Yeah, it's called Ozempic body. Hollywood's go-to rapid weight loss drug is leaving patients with lots of saggy skin where fat used to be, according to Kim Kardashian's doctor. Now I got Kim Kardashian's doctor being quoted.
Isn't that what happens when you lose weight? Stuff gets hangy.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing about weight loss is it doesn't come off where you want it to necessarily.
Yeah, so Dr. Simon Orion, 56, is a cosmetic dermatologist that stars like Kardashians, Lady Gaga, Sofia Vergara. And when she's not doing, Rooms to Go commercials, she's seeing the Dr. Simon.
Well, she's also busy on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, recently, this doctor told the Hollywood Reporter that patients who have used injectable diabetes drugs like Ozempic are now coming back to him for filler to reverse the fact that their butts are getting deflated. So they're losing fat and their butts are going. Just spit all over myself.
Yeah, that was really, really juicy.
Spit all over myself. Just give me a tissue.
Oh,
yeah, Kleenex.
Animal.
Hand the paper towels behind you, Froggy.
So a couple of Ozempic side effects.
Oh,
sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit you in the head.
He threw a roll of paper towels right
My God.
You told me to throw it to him.
Did you get that on MJTV?
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Did I hit you in the face?
Dude, you slugged me in the side of my head.
Man, that was a good shot.
It was like a skyhook. I mean, he's kind of.
My God, it's all over the microphone.
All right, let's pick up all the paper towels. Sorry, MJ.
Sorry, I mean, stop drooling on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too.
All right.
Just throw it back at Froggy.
Ow.
Yeah, okay. It's like a feather hitting your baseball cap. When we get back, it's now 9:20, and we got the final chunk of the. Oh man, was I supposed to order up a car for Michelle?
Uh-oh.
9:15.
Better
She
get
said
to
earlier
that.
today.
All right, hang on. I got to order Michelle a car. All right, guys, talk for a second here. Go talk among yourselves.
Okay, so
anyways,
he's ordering a car for her, huh?
Yeah. So many people I know are on Ozempic. Did I tell you guys that?
All right, hold on. So Michelle, we talked to her earlier today. She has an Uber ride going somewhere, and she apparently cannot order it herself. And MJ's dying to burn his $15 credit he has from his American Express card. So let him take a second and order an Uber. MJ, we should be.
Oh my God, $30 for an Uber?
Well, look at the bright side. Half
What
of it's
the
on your
hell?
Where is she going? How
Hold
far is she
on a
traveling?
second.
For $30, I'll pick her up.
The Uber is $30 where she wants to go?
How far is she traveling?
She's going to downtown Tampa. $30?
Have you seen what happened to the price?
Hey, Michelle, the Uber is $30 to go to downtown Tampa?
Not mine. Bye. I order it myself.
Hold on. How much is yours?
$13.
Oh, wait a sec. Oh, wait. I got to put our home. I got to put our. Hold on a minute. I'm
You have it
sorry.
from here.
I had it from here. I got to change it to our home address. Hang on a minute.
She said she already ordered
Michelle,
one.
did you order it?
That's why you shouldn't be ordering this for me because you really don't know how to do this.
Hold on. Michelle, did you order? Oh, it's only $13. Michelle, did you order yours yet?
That's like that. No.
All right, I'm doing it right now. Hang on. I'm ordering it right now. It's 3 minutes away. You ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, confirm Uber. All right, boom. All right, confirm pickup. Hold on a minute.
All right, goodbye.
Yes, it's for somebody else. Blah, blah, blah. Oh,
Where are you going?
Oh, my God. Hang on a minute. Michelle.
All right.
So I got to put Michelle. Michelle's got to go to downtown Tampa. All right. Hang on a minute.
You can't do this during a commercial?
No, this is important.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
All right,
This
next.
is not riveting radio, by the way.
All right. Hey, I'm confirming your ride. I'm getting you your Uber.
Michelle, do you know there's like 20 Uber drivers right now? Like, oh, please be me. Please be me.
I have I've got my $15 American Express monthly Uber credit. If I don't use it, I lose it. We're connecting you to a driver. It's 2 minutes away. 3 minutes away. Keith is going to pick you up, okay?
All right, thank you.
3 minutes. Keith is going to come get you in a blue Mazda.
Make sure it's a blue Mazda.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah. All right, bye.
All right, Keith, if you're listening to the MJ Morning Show, you're going to pick up my wife. Don't drive like a maniac. All right, where was I? Was I about to take a break?
I think we were. We could have done all of that during that break, you know.
No, I had to do live spots, and she needs the car. All right.
It's important.
Anyway, listen, folks, you never know what you're going to get when you listen to the MJ Morning Show.
Nope.
I mean, that was very exciting. I'm booking an Uber. I was like $30, but it was from here. It was from St. Pete and not from my house.
That was exciting to you? Wow.
It was exciting and worth repeating. Okay.
That's going to be a best of segment. We're going to run that one on my vacation next. All right, 9:24. Anyway, we got a lot of crap in the final chunk of the show. Next, we're back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, thanks to our great. right. MJ Morning Show. It's Q105 at 9:34, and a lot to cram in. I'm telling you, Michelle just dinged my score. I can watch it like deteriorate. So Michelle said, order up the Uber. You know, Michelle's got her own Uber account, but I said, let me order it because I've got an unused $15 credit from my American Express that I get each month. And, oh, geez. So she was late getting to the Uber. She just texted me, Scout threw up as I was walking out. Yeah, I'm sure the Uber driver wants to hear about our female Jack Russell Terrier throwing up as she's walking out.
If you leave it, it's easier to clean up when it hardens.
Let it harden up a little bit, Michelle.
Man, all right, so here's the deal. I ordered the Uber. Michelle said, order now, and I did. You heard me do it on the air. And then Michelle made the Uber driver wait for like 9 or 10 minutes outside. That is a guaranteed way to get like a 1-star from your Uber driver.
You guys are killing your score.
God, my score probably is like a 2.1 now.
This is going to affect your future rides.
It is.
Yeah, thanks for screwing up everything, Michelle.
Let me get Michelle on the phone. So she's in the back of the Uber now. She's headed to down. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Yes.
So you're gonna screw up my score. Tell the guy not to. Hey, tell the driver the dog threw up.
I did.
Oh, you told the driver the dog threw up?
Yes.
Was he okay with that?
Yes.
And say, I'm going to give you an extra tip just because I made you wait so long. Then it won't affect
So-
your score.
Michelle, the driver was there for like 9 minutes.
Oh, well, that's a problem when you order it. I mean, 'cause otherwise I would have known, right?
No, you told me to order now. I ordered when you told me to order the Uber for
I know,
you.
But I know, but you can see the minutes and I can't, and so that's the problem.
Yeah, it wasn't on Michelle's account. She wasn't aware that he was there and waiting where she
Right.
would have gotten the alerts to her phone if she would have ordered
Right.
her own.
I would have been checking that.
Yeah, but
So it's your fault, MJ.
Well, I probably should have sent you Ubers there in 3 minutes.
You did on the radio
I
when
did.
we were there.
I did. I said it
He's
on
in
the radio.
A blue Mazda.
Yeah, yeah. So.
But then you always tell me how it shifts from 3 to 7 to 5 to 10.
Well, that's my issue with Uber. Is a
But
lot
then
of
when I went
times,
downstairs-
a lot of times it'll say Uber will be there in 4 minutes, and then you book it, you lock it in, and then it goes to like 14 minutes.
Hey, Michelle, how was the Mazda?
It's fantastic.
Okay,
I'm almost there.
Okay, good.
Any chance that Keith was listening to the MJ Morning Show or no?
No.
Oh man, why not?
I don't know.
Was he listening to anything?
No.
So it was just quiet in there?
Yes.
It was like a quiet room?
Yes. It would ordinarily be a very pleasant ride, except for you called me.
Is it,
Oh, thank you.
is it creepy to be in a silent car with nothing but you, Keith, and the Mazda?
Yeah.
No,
That's
Keith
how
and I are
Ubers
having a very pleasant conversation.
Okay, good. Well, tell Keith we said hello.
All right. Hey, let me hear you. Tell Keith, please don't ding my husband's Uber account because the dog vomited on the way out. Tell him that.
My husband's worried that you're going to give him a low rating because I was late coming out because the dog threw up. He said no. Hey, I have a low rating. Oh, he wants to know why you have a low rating. He does. He knows he has a low rating and he doesn't know why. He asks every Uber driver we ride with why he has a low rating.
Tell him that I once strangled the driver.
No, don't say that.
You need to start a new account
He'll
fresh.
tell me when we hang up. He said it's either like a wait time or I'm guessing he might say the other one is you vomited in a car.
No.
Oh my God.
Ask. I can't even get to my thing. How low is my rating right now?
You know how low his rating is right now? 475.
Oh.
I mean, that's pretty low. For the driver to say that
Yeah.
a quarter point off perfect is low, that's
Yeah.
saying something.
You know what? You know, we're in trouble when social status. Hold on, what?
You should have received the notifications that you were getting a low status.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten that. All right, Michelle, enjoy your ride.
If this driver gives you a bad rating, it asks, it asks why, and then you get notified why.
All right, ask Keith if he's going to give you 5 stars.
No. All right, goodbye.
All right, goodbye. All right,
Keith.
So
You tell her to slip him cash. Just like, hey, Keith, just keep this off the books.
the dog throws up on she was 9 minutes late getting out to the Uber. That's not good. All right, a couple of loose ends before we get out of here today. Oh, I should have asked Michelle about the popcorn thing. So Michelle had a very in-depth conversation with me again over the wife of the Toronto Blue Jays pitcher who posted a complaint about United Airlines on his Twitter that the United flight attendant made the pitcher's wife get on her hands and knees while she's 22 weeks pregnant and clean up popcorn that their 2-year-old kid threw all over the United Airlines floor.
Is there an update to it?
Well, not real. Well,
Anthony Bass is his name.
There is an update because Michelle was giving me a dissertation on the ratio on Twitter. And the ratio shows that the audience has turned against the pitcher.
Yeah.
And that, tell your wife to make sure your kids don't make a mess with popcorn all over the floor in United Airlines. And if they do, then your wife should clean it up. And you know what? That's Michelle's position. Michelle at home, she got into this. It was like we were doing a whole new radio segment at home in my living room last night. And Michelle's obsessed with this story. And Michelle said, tell her to clean up the popcorn.
Dude, I listened to that podcast.
make the 2 or 5, and she had 2 kids, like a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. Make the kids get on the floor and clean up the mess they made. Teach the kids some manners. Clean up. Hey, kids, get on the floor and clean up the popcorn. So that's Michelle's position. And then Michelle then found a story about the ratio, and the ratio is it's the number of likes versus replies. So if the replies are much more than the likes, that means that your ratio's off. That more people were apparently upset with the tweet and the popcorn situation and sort of chastising the wife in the popcorn mess. So it's a ratio of likes versus comments. And the ratio is off, meaning that most people apparently disagree with him bitching and moaning about the flight attendant making the wife clean up the popcorn on the floor of the United jet.
Here's what I would do. Okay, so she was 22 weeks pregnant, so that's 5 months. So it sounds like she was probably showing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't you
say.
be? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference maker for me. I mean, if your kids are just making a mess and you don't even acknowledge it and expect other people to pick up after them, that's kind of wrong. But if I saw her and I was a flight attendant, I'd be like, "Don't worry, babe, just get." You have sympathy for a pregnant woman. The same reason you open a door for a pregnant woman.
There's enough blame to go around. Everybody probably could have behaved a little differently. I don't know that he needed to try to blast United Airlines on social media. What are you thinking? I'm a major league pitcher. I'm going to blow them up. I'm going to blow their asses wide open.
Hey, before we get out of here, I don't know what's going on with road rage in the Tampa Bay area, but did you see now we have a shooting?
Yeah.
Well, actually, both of the recent stories involved shooting. The story, Fester, you have the one, because remember yesterday we had the breaking news that there was the road rage incident near Hillsborough and Orient, not far from Hard Rock, and that's where the crazy woman jumped on top of the car. And the last we saw, they had arrested the woman.
They arrested?
What was her name? Do you have that?
I have an earlier story.
Find the later story.
I will.
So they arrested, what was the last name was something that...
It was our singer, or the guy who sings our jingle.
Cofield. Yeah. All right,
the guy's name was Peter?
Yeah, the guy's name, they're looking for a guy named... All right, so type that in, search that.
Is that it?
So there was a road rage story, and video was captured by another motorist of the guy trying to smash the window. He has a gun. A shot actually went off. So the woman has been arrested. And the woman's name was Shania Cofield. They took her into custody on Monday. And they were still looking for Peter McLaren of Plant City.
Right, between the two, they're named Peter Cofield, same guy that sang our jingle.
And Peter Cofield is the one that does that MJ Morning Show song, Time to Get Up, Get Out of Bed.
What a small world.
Yeah. So, but we have another road rage incident. What is going on? Now, the incident from last week, the audio from that attack. I mean, they're pounding on the woman's car.
Oh.
Listen to this.
Hey, what? Hey, y'all gonna go to jail? Stop!
I mean, it's insane.
Hey, call the cops! You're gonna go to jail. Don't go to jail. And she kept going. Don't go to jail with her. Hey, don't go to jail with her. Go call the cops on her.
That's like another.
Don't go to jail with her. If she hit you and keep going, that's a charge.
So this is a motorist that was capturing the woman, Shania Cofield, was on top of the hood, jumping up and down. She's smashing on the windshield of the car. The boyfriend or the guy, this McLaren dude, he was smashing on the rear window with a gun. A shot was actually fired. And then, all right, so that's the story of the arrest of this, of Shania Faith Cofield. They're still looking for the guy.
The woman shouting is giving some pretty legit legal advice.
Yeah, and she's yelling from inside her car.
Yeah, you're going to go to jail.
While the woman is on the hood and then trying to kick in the windshield. I mean, insanity. But then we have another story out in Plant City, and now Plant City police are looking for a suspect after a woman was killed following a road rage incident on I-4 last night. According to the Plant City Police Department, dispatchers received a 911 call about 9:12 p.m. that a woman passenger was shot while driving on I-4. And now we have a deceased motorist. Caller told dispatchers that he stopped his vehicle at a Plant City Fire and Rescue station where I guess they immediately provided first aid to both victims. So that was the call. The male victim sustained upper body trauma as a result of the shooting. The woman passenger died from her injuries. And this is insane. The driver told police that a male driver in a silver or gray Toyota Prius with non-tinted windows shot at his vehicle before exit 23 on I-4. But Prius drivers are known for driving slow, not shooting at other cars. Is that not nuts?
Wow.
Horrifying.
I mean, you don't hear of many road raging, armed Prius drivers that shoot at other cars, but we've got a woman that's deceased on I-4 out in Plant City. I don't know what is going on with road rage with the Cofield lady and the guy Peter McLaren on the run. And now we got a lady that's dead. This is terrible. After the shooting, apparently the Prius continued eastbound on I-4. And they just think it was an isolated incident. Anyone that knows, this is a homicide investigation now. Or technically, I think you're supposed to say homicide. But I guess we don't want to say homo, so we say homo. But we do say homo sapien and not homo sapien, right?
I've watched police dramas my whole life. I've never heard, we have a homicide.
Yeah, I think that's the way you're supposed to pronounce it. Yeah, like that famous pathologist used to always call it a homicide. Yeah. I'm not making it up.
I believe you, but it's just
all right. So,
a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, look out for a gray or silver Toyota Prius that shot a lady on I-4 last night. This is awful. Anything else before we get out of here?
Way to end the show on a downer.
Pretty down.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm doing information here.
The drums are peppy.
I mean, sometimes we end the show on a really, really high note, and other times it's today.
It's a downbeat.
All right, folks, have a fantastic day.
This music doesn't fit the mood right now.
No, it doesn't.
You're playing bongos. We're talking about murder on I-4.
It's our show closing music. What do you want me to play?
I just feel really uncomfortable. I just want to acknowledge it. I just want to say it so it's not unsaid.
All right, hey, I'll change it up.
This isn't any better.
This isn't very,
all right,
very
it's the mystery merch.
Can we just
all
do
right.
no music?
I'm sorry. I was just playing the show close music. Please, let's hunt down the shooter on I-4. All right, folks, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Can I play the music again?
Yeah.
We'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.